Is this thing? Hey, Omar, give me a mic check there on that mic there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Dude, that sounds juicy. That's good. That sounds juicy like this IPA. Juicy. Yeah. Nice. Oh, you know what, Kennedy? Let's go ahead and switch around those headphones. You give the headphones here and plug them into. We'll just sling those over.
Oh man.
All right.
Yep, I think.
Here. Okay. And then you're gonna take. No. You get headphones.
Keith, can I ask you a favor?
You take those, and you can. Do you need?
Rage of the headache.
Do you have an output from your computer, or will that be weird? Because
That should fix it.
a delay. Okay, so I don't know if we're gonna get. Let's see if we get both channels. If not, you may
I was
just have
like,
one
look,
here.
it
and that's fine.
says poundable. Look at Omar. He was like, good God. Wait a minute. I'll be
No,
fine.
you won't. You gotta
I know.
never. All right. What do you hear?
You
What do you hear?
forgot There's 7.3%
What
alcohol.
do you hear?
I'll remember.
You hear me? Both ears. Both ears. Both ears.
So that's got to offset something.
You only ate one?
Boom. I think I'm actually about to make this thing work. Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn this. Ooh yeah.
Oh, that's a soothing,
Yeah.
soothing, deep voice of Josh.
Okay. It is. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Doing business here. For Interbrews next week, I'm at. Oh yeah, that's hot. Thank you. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. But everything needs to be basted in daisy chain.
Oh, yeah.
Daisy chain.
All right.
That smell good.
Smell the good.
Lean into it a little bit.
No, I haven't turned you up.
No, yeah. Oh,
Now,
no.
now
There
there
we
is.
go. That's a good solid
I had
tap.
you. Yeah, I had you turned down. Wait, is this me too? I'm gonna move this so I'm not. We're not like
Thanks, sir.
drinking after one another.
All right, Sam, now you got to sing Sweet Child of Mine.
You got to sway back and forth.
All the solos as well.
Yeah, just do them a cappella. I'll help. I'll be like, bow.
I'm just starting to drink, so that might be. Have to think about the lyrics for that one.
What are the first lyrics? She's got a smile.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
She's got a face.
Smile, so
See you singing it.
She's got a face. No. Reminds me of childhood memories, where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky.
How fresh is the bright blue sky?
Not today. Well, are we in Houston or are we in like Wyoming?
I mean, I feel like it's not. It's never fresh. It's not.
Well, it's not
New.
frozen. It's just not,
It's not flash frozen.
it's not flash frozen.
There you go.
So have you shared us on? When are we going to launch now, or should we go ahead and do it now? Share you guys now. We're live. Okay.
It's noon.
We're live. We're listening.
It's noon,
Yeah.
it's early.
Here, let's just we'll go on the audio side here. Jose's listening on the. Hold on. Here we go.
Hey, Jose.
Hey. Oh, why am I not here? Oh, I got to change the source. That's why. Sorry. Reload devices. Sorry. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? Oh, that worked. Great. Hey, Jose. Everybody say hi, Jose.
Hey, Jose.
I already did.
Jose.
He's listening on the audio side since we're live there. So there.
Sam's.
I don't know which camera I'm waving at.
He's not looking. He's just
I'm
listening.
at all of them. So
What is y'all's
that one? Okay.
What is y'all's Twitter handle?
At Southern Star BC.
Star. Oh, there you go. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait, exclamation points. How about that? Hashtag
Awesome soul.
beer. Hashtag. Whoa.
Whoa.
Awesome.
What happened?
He almost tripped himself and
That reminds me
broke
of
at least one computer.
Kennedy's skateboarding adventures. How many ligaments have you blown out? Skateboarding?
Lately? None.
Hashtag Southern
In total?
Yeah.
A lot.
Star. Boom. Hashtag Texas or something. No, that night. Texas. Are we live? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're live.
Are we?
Yes.
Is everybody hearing us?
Mary Thorne is watching us right now.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
All right.
Now I don't know which one to look at.
Oh wait, let me pull that
Just,
up.
just be consistent. And
yeah,
then
just
you'll
sit
either
over
look
there.
good or really dumb.
Sit over
One of
there.
the two.
Okay.
usually look really
Let
dumb.
me
So
let me pull this up. Completely. Oh, are we really live?
Yeah, I can
I-
see us.
no,
It says
I was-
live right now. Right
I was
here.
I was lying
Jose
to
and
you.
Mary are watching us.
Yeah, Mary's watching
I
us.
was
Oh, hey,
totally
Mary.
lying to you.
Okay. Well, let's start the show then. All right.
Let's do this.
All right. Here we go. Rolling. Where am I hearing us at?
Oh, sorry, that's me. I haven't.
All right. Here we
I
go.
turned my phone off. Okay.
I still don't have an intro, so we're just gonna hit the Stewed Productions. Okay, here we go.
I thought we
The
were gonna
following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
And we're live. Welcome
Woo.
everybody to Thursday live at Southern Star.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Wait, which one do I grab?
ain't no day like Thursday.
Nah. Clinky, clinky.
Clinky.
Welcome everybody. We have a full table.
Okay.
We're six dudes deep on this show.
That
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's dude on dude on dude on dude on dude on dude. I guess on dude.
I thought that couldn't air before like 10 p.m.
It's the internet. Everything's available and.
It's 10 p.m.
doable.
somewhere.
We haven't been shut down yet.
I don't think so. Is everybody's headphones on? Are those all clicked on? No.
Yeah, I mean, as far
Are
as
they
I
still
know,
working?
everybody's on.
I can hear.
Everybody can hear
yeah,
stuff?
Mine are good.
Okay. If that goes out, Dave, replace that 9-volt.
Okay.
All right. This is Liquid Lunch. This is our live Texas live craft beer show, midday, because this is the midday, right? Midday.
It is midday.
All right. Let's talk about some Southern Star and some beers and some Daisy Chains and some everything. But everybody say hi. So Dave and Sam and Omar and Keith, and that's Kennedy, and I'm Josh. And do we have the thing here? Yeah, we do. Kennedy, you ready to do the thing we do right off the bat because we've got so much in front of us to go ahead and do the thing? Am I speaking in code? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
know what you're talking about.
Are you ready for that?
You had me with Kennedy.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
All right. So what are we drinking, Dave? You poured us up some Brute Moses.
Some Brute Moses, yeah. We made this really awesome Brute IPA, and then one Saturday somebody had the bright idea to dump some of their orange juice in it, and it turned into a thing. And
Yeah.
what a thing it is! It's good stuff.
Now, seriously, I want that with bacon and sausage on a biscuit.
Oh yeah. It's it's a legit thing.
That's
Well,
a-
speaking of that, and then after crawfish season, we're going to launch brunch at Southern Star on Sundays.
Really? Well, let's just jump right into that because brunch is brunch the best meal of the day.
It
Yeah,
is when
really
you have a Brute Moses.
So, okay, how does that work? Are y'all going to have people cater it? Or are you going to have? Are you
Yeah.
going to be up here crafting with your hands?
No, it's not going to be me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know how to make brunch, obviously, but I found a talented chef, and it's going to be affordable for our folks and awesome food. So we're going to launch it and see how it works out.
Awesome.
So we're going to serve more of that, the beer, most and some fancy Conroe brunch-ish stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so brunch is awesome because any meat is available.
Sure.
Right, and that
Yeah.
within the rules.
Not poached eggs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you
any
know.
protein, and then you can also throw a cake on top of
yeah, yeah, on top of the protein.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
so-
have cake balls, you know.
Really? Thought that-
Plugging them from Pie in the Sky here in Conroe. We like to partner with locally operated folks like ourselves, so we partner with those and get a cake ball. My favorite is the red velvet cake ball.
Oh yeah, everybody loves those the cake balls. You know those guys, right? They're just walking
Yes.
out.
Yeah, that was our partners in PR.
Okay.
David Malamud with 5+8. That was a plug, by the way, for those guys. So, yeah, they do a good job for us.
Oh, what are they?
That's 3 plugs in the last minute. You're done. I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Well, I wish we need a dinger. Do I have a dinger to ding the plugs? I don't have one on this. Somebody a counter. Do you have the? We had a pickle effort counter when we had Kelly Meyer on from New Braunfels a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
but
we got up to
we don't have a plug.
We got up to 50 fuckers.
Yeah. FKR. It's just not a swear. It's just
No, I'm not cussing.
it's the name of the beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, all right. Well, the one of the reasons. Okay, so Omar, you hit me up earlier this week, right?
Yeah.
This was just going to be a normal show. Me and Kennedy alone in the studio, which is always
Cozy.
cozy and,
Yeah.
and smells nice by the time that show is done. But you hit. Luckily, now we're in your spacious tap room, Keith. Your tap room is. I love your tap room.
Oh,
Thank you.
You try, man. You try.
Keith, tap room manager here, and I just one of my favorite places. And then Sam, you're awful silent this morning or today. It's not morning.
I'm pretty tired. I have a 5-week-old at home who I think
Not
last
pulling
night
its own weight.
has a cold. So I was screamed at from about 8 to 10:30 last night. That wasn't really restful before going to bed. So
Yeah. And 5-month-old. You said 5 week. You said
week.
5-week-old. Well, okay.
Sleeping in 45-minute chunks or so.
Yeah,
Right now,
we'll cut them some slack. 'Cause,
as you do.
yeah, 5-week-old almost never pull their own weight.
No.
Almost never.
They're pretty lazy.
They
Actually.
really are.
They don't
It's
care
like
about your
around.
sleep schedule,
Well, and
your
boring.
efforts.
They-
I know.
Pretty inconsiderate.
No,
Yeah.
seriously. Come on, 5-week-olds. This is 2019. Well, you should know better by now.
Pull your own weight, babies.
That's actually all they do. Like they try.
Yeah.
That's they wait.
Hashtag lazy baby.
Hashtag lazy
Eat,
baby.
cry, and
Poop.
sometimes sleep. That's
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah. So, Dave, you were about to say something that I don't know.
No, I don't think I was.
Okay.
No, I'm contemplating.
What
beer.
was Daisy Chain 2019? I wanted Sam to talk about it.
Well, is that one about 5 weeks old too?
Oh,
don't know.
actually, it's like 5 days older than my kid,
Yeah.
and
It's almost 6. Almost
actually
6.
does kind of pull its own weight. Less,
See, come on,
not
babies.
as much potential, but
Be more like
beer.
Yeah, be more like the Daisy Chain. So this is one of my favorite things of all time. Just
Thank you.
overall. So this is the second go around for Daisy Chain. Has it been a whole year?
Yeah.
It
guess
has
it
been a whole year.
Full calendar year. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, it's a cool thing. It's like a tournament kind of thing. It's like the World Cup. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. You're like, oh, is that thing still going? Okay. Our country wasn't in it, but luckily this time it's not that our country's. It's our whole community is in it.
Yeah.
So I care about the whole thing, right? So it's not like the World Cup. It's like the World Cup in a way, but in all the best ways, it's not like the World Cup because I don't really watch soccer. Anyway,
All right.
that being said, Daisy Chain greater than World Cup.
Yes,
Whoa.
absolutely.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
I agree.
Yeah. I
way
would completely
better than the World Cup.
Yes.
Yeah. Greater than the World Cup.
Greater.
More important.
Yeah. It's the greatest beer ever
Yep.
alive.
That's right.
There's
25 of them,
25,
Yeah.
25
Greatest
different
beers
breweries.
ever.
Yeah.
including
So,
one. I think one of those is a cider.
Yeah.
Yes, Houston Cider
Houston
Company.
Cider Company is
Doing it.
doing it probably right around now-ish.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah.
Everybody close your eyes and think about that. They're doing it right now. Right now, out there, brewers are doing it right now.
It's nothing better than thinking about
Yeah,
doing it with
yeah.
6 guys around you.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Just right out there now, they're doing it. Okay, so let's talk about the genesis of Daisy Chain.
Well, it was an idea I'd kind of been kicking around. Let's see. I'm trying to get my years straight. I guess it was before Harvey that I thought it would be cool to just have a yeast strain start at one brewery and then just see how far we could go, how many breweries could make their own unique beer off of one yeast strain. And then Harvey hit, and for a while I never thought it could really work out, that someone would infect the yeast, then you got bad blood between two breweries and didn't want to create that. And then, seeing the community come together after Harvey really just kind of energized me to say, screw it. Let's just at least give it a shot. If it fails, it fails, and we won't do it again. But last year, everybody pulled together. I think we had, don't quote me on this, I think it was 24 breweries. So
You're right.
we increased the number. There were some breweries that dropped out for this year, but we added one extra one back in. So that was pretty exciting to, that it wasn't just the same people. Would have loved to have everybody that did it last year not doing it this year understand, but that there's more breweries that are interested in participating.
Yeah.
We have Kegdar beer and the second generation of yeast. I think they've all packaged their beer, and the third gen should be coming up pretty soon if they haven't already packaged it. And then the fourth round is starting to brew their beers this week. So within 2 or 3 weeks, they should all be out and available at local bars. And I think there's a handful of breweries that are canning or bottling it. We're doing some cases, and I saw Copperhead is also doing, I think, about 80 cases of bottles, but they're just selling that in their tap room.
Okay.
And we're doing like 400 cases.
Yeah.
So it's super, super limited.
Sorry.
I hope I'm not distracted.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's talk about the yeast. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about so last year compared to this year, because it's all about that yeast.
It is the same yeast. It's called East Coast Ale. For anybody who wants to research it, it's essentially the same thing as White Labs East Coast Ale 008. It's very similar to Chico, which is what we use as our main strain. I get a little more orange flavor to it. There was some discussion about changing up the yeast for this year that compared to what we did last year. But I kind of thought about it and figured everybody who did it the first year already knows how it performs. It's a little easier to predict, and it's still something different. Ideally for me, I'd love to do a lager, but then we'd be the only brewery out for like a month, and then 3 more, and people would just forget about it. So,
yeah, and if you pick a yeast strain like a Belgian yeast strain, then that very much so limits the beer styles that you can make. So we,
try to get something pretty versatile
Yeah.
that people could make lots of different styles of beer.
Well, and I think that this collaboration, if you speak, because we're not really collaborating, but this is the heart of Texas independent craft. Especially Houston independent craft. When there's so much competition out there for space on grocery store shelves or taproom space, this is a vehicle for all of us to come together. Because believe it or not, we're all friends out there. So we brew our own beer, and we're all very different as far as the styles that we brew and how they all taste. If you taste Southern Star, Buffalo Bayou, Eighth Wonder, we're also intrinsically different. And so we're trying to do collaborative pint nights as well, where we're coming out as a team. There's some bars out there, I think Cottonwood, Thistle Draft, and some others. Philip Pham with Huey's is trying to do collaborative the best that we can, because when you have 25 different breweries, it's like herding cats. Especially when they have beers launching a week after. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this project, and I'm proud that Sam stepped up, and we're the first brewery to do it, I think, in the nation, honestly.
Yeah.
And so we're putting Southern Star on the map.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that nobody's picked up on doing this.
I've never heard of anything like this. I think the Sierra Nevada Resilience was similar, and that was such a great idea that they came up with. But exactly like this, I haven't heard of anything like that.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, so there's always I don't know about y'all, but before I roll out of bed, I pick up my phone and look through the news and all that kind of stuff. For better, for worse, look at the weather, and then I'm like, well, what's going on? And then it's like, I wish I hadn't done that, and I feel dirty after looking at the news. And then, but one of the, it's always
sleep.
It's like the on the beer of my beer feed on my Apple News. Talked about the new beer cities to watch for, and so I scrolled through. I was like, this doesn't have a single Texas city, and it doesn't say Houston.
No.
Fake news.
No, when
Fake
Anheuser-Busch,
news.
when Anheuser-Busch just purchased one of the biggest Texas beer reading articles out there, it's all fake news now.
Yeah.
Texas has
Well, he didn't say
forever
where
got.
that
Yeah,
came
but
from.
Texas always has gotten the short stick as far as the great breweries that have come out. Lone Pine has arguably one of the best IPAs in the market. They don't get any love at all. So, but our time is coming. Houston is becoming one of the most diverse cities in the nation. So
Yeah.
we're coming.
Well, population-wise and beer-wise.
Yeah.
However you want to look at it. So, I don't know. Maybe we just drink too much here. Like we like Texans drink all our own beer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So maybe like people don't even. We didn't know.
Well,
We all take the Bluebell philosophy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something to that though.
Yeah.
There's so much good beer here, and we're so big in Houston. Like you can drink. Houstonians drink up a whole bunch of beer.
and I think we
Yeah,
should
yeah.
because when a brewery opens, it opens up a community center in that area, and then also we bring jobs, and so you want to support locally. There's a lot of great out-of-state breweries, and I think that they should have their day in the sun too. But Texans are pretty proud. We want to support our own, and I'm a pretty proud Texan too. So if I buy a beer, I generally try to stick to the Houston area myself.
Yeah, I buy where I'm at, and since I
Yeah.
live in Houston,
Yeah.
Well, it's a good philosophy wherever you are because
Yeah.
it's going to be fresh. Not knocking anybody not from Houston or Texas, but by the time it gets here, it's probably already at least a month or two old, and
yeah, or somebody
beer's
on
better fresh.
some shady person on Craigslist. You don't know how they muled that back.
Yeah,
Like,
whether that's
Best not to
on
think
top of
about
their
that.
radiator or
Right next to my engine.
yeah, this beer tastes off. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, style wise on the Daisy Chain this year, what's the range? Oh, first of all, y'all's style. Let's talk about that, and then compared to like,
kind of a cargo shorts and t-shirt kind of guy. Usually flip-flops.
it's versatile. And for this, even on a cold day, if you're one of those guys that doesn't get cold legs.
It's
And
a juicy, non-filtered NEPA, right?
Yeah.
So,
So the NEPA's here to stay, right?
yeah.
No?
No? You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I think it's here to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. Okay.
I
Let's.
think it'll
let's dig in.
fade back, but
But just,
I think it's done its job in transforming the way IPAs are brewed and opening up the diversity of the ways that IPAs are brewed. Because now, when I first started in the industry, there really weren't a whole lot of American even IPAs. It was like English style IPAs. Yes, I'm very old, but then American IPAs started kind of coming out, and people started saying, and then they went through the stage to where everybody's like, well, let's make doubles and triples and quadruple IPAs and
make 'em as bitter
throw
as
throw as
possible.
much hops in it and make it as bitter as possible, as high alcohol as possible. And now you've got this style that has swung all the way back to where you've got 5% beer. And it is not very bitter at all. It's got a ton of hop aroma and flavor in it. But they're both considered IPAs. I mean, and then there's diversity in between. There's now there's milkshake IPAs. There's West Coast IPAs, East Coast IPAs. There's all these different things. And they can all be kind of considered India Pale Ales, but it's like a whole giant subgroup, and that's kind of reflected in the beer styles that the Brewers Associations put out for competitions and stuff too. It just continues to grow and grow and grow. So,
well, here's a thought. We used to just divide everything into ales and lagers,
right,
pretty much, right?
we're going to have IPAs, ales, and lagers
Yeah.
now.
Well,
dark
maybe.
dark beers and light beers.
Yeah. Maybe there needs to be like a third kind of set, like IPAs. I don't know. Maybe our problem is that we don't have enough words like to describe beers.
It's crazy because India Pale Lagers are a thing,
Yeah.
and and then there was like black IPAs or whatever you wanted to call them,
Cascadian
Dark
Cascadian
Ales,
Dark.
which always made the most sense to me, but. And those were huge for a while. Everybody was making one, and
Yeah.
and they faded away. Hardly anybody makes any anymore. And whether people will stick with a non-filtered, fresh from the tank, New England style, air quotes, IPA, we'll see. I tend to agree with Sam. I think that that particular style will leave a stamp on what IPAs are, and people will move on and try different things.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go away. I'm thinking what will happen is you're not going to find them on grocery shelves. You'll find them in tap rooms,
Yeah, they're very
and
pubby.
that's about it. That the style just deteriorates so quickly with age that once it leaves the brewery, it's falling off a lot quicker than a Kolsch, a Pilsner, a Pale Ale, something like that. That's I don't think they're going to just disappear. I think you're going to have to go to a brewery
Yeah.
to get them if if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, when people started first making these things, they were like, okay, we want hazy. Well, the haze, the only thing the haze is from is being like not old, and you had people.
Well, and people will add like bags of flour
you had
to
that,
the
and
kettle
that,
to
and
purposefully haze it
then
up.
then it becomes a gimmick, to do. So
Worst gimmick:
pour
flour
orange
or,
juice in it.
or glitter.
flour, because
Glitter's
glitter's not
a
a gimmick.
traditional ingredient in beer that very
Ryan
well-regarded
Heiskebach.
breweries have
It's
put in.
I don't know how do you add fabulous to Reinheitsgebot? That's one of those original
You have a German sparkle party.
German Sparkle Party. That's the name for the beer. That's it right there. Stamp it, trademark it, make that beer. What would a German Sparkle Party be?
Well, I mean, we've actually made a couple of them. Not
like
German sparkle parties, but
Like a pilsner with glitter.
what was it called?
Lisa Frank.
Yeah, the first one.
Lisa
Yeah.
Franca.
And then we made Glitterous Maximus
Yeah.
Which
last year, which was
that was a really
fabulous.
weird tap handle sticker to make because look at condom. I was like, Glitterous Maximus is really awkward to make, but we made it and it sold well.
But responsible. And when you think about it, it's
yeah. I mean, a hot pink beer with glitter in it. That's responsible.
German. No wait, what did we say? Yeah, German
Sparkle Party.
German Sparkle Party. Is that an event? Yeah.
It is
Just a
now.
quick question.
No, yeah, no. The floor is yours.
No, quick question. One of our homebrewers that comes here is one of our regulars named
Uh-huh.
Max. He wanted to know if he could get any of the yeast for the daisy chain.
Oh, that's an excellent question, Max.
Not from us.
Okay.
We've packaged it all. Check your local homebrew shop. They should. Last year, I didn't even really do much towards getting
I know for a
homebrew
fact.
shop set up, but
that
they all got it.
Last
so.
year, I know that. Can we get ready for this? This is foreshadowing. You ready for this? I know that last.
No, I'm not.
Get ready for it. Here we go. I know that last year.
It's gonna take me a second.
I know. You remember all the time. You remember way back in 2018 when that was last year, and we were doing the daisy chain back then. And, Sam, you remember we talked to you and a number of people doing the daisy chain beer, and then there were some homebrewers that were wondering. Just give me a wink when you're ready. And they were just wondering, could they get it at a certain homebrew store?
Yeah.
And I was like, let me look around. And the funny thing was that the homebrew store that was
Does
selling.
it start with the D and ends in Alcos?
No, well, I don't know about that one. They don't help bring this show.
I can't find it. I messed it up.
We'll imagine it in our hearts because the Grain Cellar in Humble, Preston, where we'll be next week, actually, brewing a beer live on the air, live on the internets.
So that is a clever name for a homebrew supply shop.
The Grain Cellar.
The Grain Cellar.
You know what he does, though? If you walk in and say that Liquid Lunch sent you, free hugs.
Free
Whoa.
hugs.
You can choose waist up, waist down. Either one.
Is there a limit or
No limit. Side hug, full frontal. Chest to back. Just kind of the hug and shoulder shrug.
Yeah,
standing spoon?
Standing spoon.
Standing spoon is underrated.
That's a name for a
the-
beer right there. Standing spoon.
That's right.
the standing spoon or just the slight hip touch.
The hip,
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
kind of barely touch. the
Circular
hips there.
back rub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a whole line of beers too.
I think so too.
Whatever
I
degree
like
you
a head
want.
caress too.
The head-
Oh yeah.
Anybody
Oh.
with me?
Yeah.
My favorite is the
Just a little tussle.
church opposite sex hug, where you kind of like you do this, but not really touch anything else.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a good hug.
You can
too.
do pats, but you can't do circular in that.
Yeah, that's
circular
pretty
is
safe
fucking-
to
Circular's
do.
right out.
That's
yeah.
like
Circular's a little risque.
Yeah.
hashtag safe hug, not sue me in 30 years with a picture. So
Yes.
that's kind of what that is.
Yes.
Three taps.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap.
That's
Tap
right.
tap tap.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
That's
lean
Do you
in.
hold the third tap or do you have to remove? Is there
Yeah.
a,
if you say
You can only
know,
linger
go-
for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like
2
God
seconds?
enough for a God bless you, and then or it's so good to see you, or something along those lines. Platonic
That's
pause. Platonic pause.
Platonic pause. I think you're onto it. I think we need to have let's just
platonic
start
pause.
another brewery, and
Kind of
all of
double-
our things will be named after. That's a terrible idea. Never mind.
What style is the most like hug? Like when you drink that style, it gives you a hug, like from the inside out.
Oh, me is our buried hatchet stout every single day.
Yeah,
I
it may
can
be
drink
the
Buried
most
Hatchet
hug.
Stout every day.
Mine's Scotch.
I was gonna say
That's more of a-
bourbon makes me a little huggier than
That's a more full on
Those
embrace.
things.
That's a full on just get in there and don't worry about who's watching. I'm comfortable with myself and you
Yep.
and everybody.
And okay.
Yeah, no, hugs are good.
Yeah.
Hugs are good.
Yeah,
And they don't all
thanks.
have to be. Hugs
That's
are
right.
good. Mhm. But anyway, the grain cellar. You still never found it, huh? We have this cool L bar that he made.
Well,
Did you leave it at home?
No, as I was calling it up, I accidentally deleted it.
No, well, we had this awesome graphic that said the grain cellar, and it said that it was at 240 First Street West in Humble, or is it East? It's over there. Anyway, just Google.
You got
the
me all
grain cellar.
flustered, and I missed it.
Sorry, all the hug talk.
I deleted it.
Hot hug talk.
That's kind of near Hopstop, isn't it?
Yes, they're maybe 5 minutes apart.
Yeah.
And so anyway, any questions that you have on home brewing, cider making, cheese making, mead making, if you want to make a mean mead, the grain cellar, they got everything you need
Spot.
and equipment.
Fantastic.
Any kind of home
Nice
brewing.
plug, by the way.
Thank you.
I brewed my last batch at the grain cellar.
At the grain cellar. Yeah, you go in and you want to brew your first, if you're nervous about it, you're a little,
He will hold your
apprehensive.
hand.
He'll hold whatever you want him
So
to hold.
he'll hold
I-
your hand and
literally.
give you hugs.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like
like
the
this
image
guy.
of Ghost, like Patrick Swayze and the whole pottery wheel?
He's
Is it
always
kinda
Patrick
like
Swayze.
that
He's
image
kind of
where-
he's got standards. He's always Patrick Swayze, which means he takes the back part
And so
of
if
the.
I want to go there and brew a beer, he'll caress me and hug me.
If you
as
channel
I'm
your inner
pouring
Demi
in
Moore,
and the
absolutely.
Well, if
ingredients.
only if you say Liquid Lunch sent you.
Liquid lunch.
If you grow your hair
Yeah.
just a little bit longer, remember how her hair back then?
I had when you
Mom.
said like Ghost, I had a picture of like Papa Emeritus, like this the anti-pope, like hovering over your beer. Sorry, I think in metal terms. Not
Different
You know what?
cultures represented here.
That's a great segue.
Yeah.
Honestly, it truly is, because this Saturday, Southern Star's first metal concert extravaganza, and I'm wearing a shirt on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
This is a picture of Dave's mug holding a can of beer, because we're the first canned craft beer in Texas. And so these T-shirts will be on sale this Saturday for all the Southern Star metalheads, and this will surprise everyone. But I thought Metallica was metal, and apparently it's not.
Oh.
So Dave is much more.
They're death
than
metal,
I am.
right, Dave?
yeah, Death, the blackened,
The blackest
yeah.
of.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, they
black.
have a black album.
They're pretty much black metal. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
Well, that makes sense.
such a big deal back in the day, though.
Right,
The
yeah.
Black Album.
And the thing that I wanted to say to Brandon, one of our bartenders back here,
Yeah?
that works here, Brandon. He's the one that headed up this thing. I told him, let's do a metal show,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, well, let me head this up. I got some bands from Houston. I said, so well, have at it, man. So because of Brandon, we got most of these bands
Heck
here.
yeah.
They want to do it because they
Yeah.
want to do it to. because
Thank
of
you,
craft
Brandon.
beer,
Yeah.
they wanted
What do we
to
got?
have
Like
it.
7 bands?
Yeah, we got like 7 bands.
That's
We'll be here
awesome.
to midnight. So it's 3 to midnight. So
3 to midnight, and the thing is too, like, it's raining cats and dogs, but I just checked the forecast. It's
Yeah.
a high of 71,
Oh, that's
right?
perfect.
And so we gotta support this show because we want to be a music destination, and so that's what we're working towards.
So what is the date on
Probably
that one?
bring some mud boots though. I think it's gonna
And
rain
bring
until
some mud.
then.
It's a metal concert. You can't afraid to get dirty, because how metal can one be if you're afraid to get muddy?
I don't know. I'm pretty metal.
Are you?
Yeah.
And then we were trying
I like to be
get,
clean.
Dave here and some other friends, they have a band. We're trying to get them to play that night. We're trying.
Yeah.
I'm twisting his arm. I'm trying to get him to play that night. So
I'm gonna throw this straight on Lauren. I think he's got to watch his kid. So no
we were
bass player.
trying. We were trying to get Dave.
So
There's nothing more metal than
Isn't-
childcare.
isn't the kid a bass player?
I know.
You got a tambourine for him or something?
Yeah,
Cowbell.
we're playing dad metal.
We will have
metal,
a
that's the best.
metal kids daycare with like rusty metal objects around, and so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring
Just
your
like a
kids.
clown in corpse paint. No.
Eat your Cheerios.
Yeah, that's right.
That segment brought to you by Conroe Psychiatric Society. Bring your kids in for the free for free evaluation after the event.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of good talent.
Is there such thing as dad
coming up
metal?
here. There is now.
There
Yeah.
should be.
bet there
Roll up in a
is.
I bet
minivan
there is.
with the
Like
Dude,
4 million
there is
types of
a
metal.
there is a I think they're like a punk band or like a screamo band that they all dress up like Ned Flanders. They're called, seriously, they're called Oakley Dokley. And if there's that, then there's damn sure dad metal.
Dad
I
metal.
imagine.
I can dig
Yeah.
that. I don't know what it is. Like I can't get into new music at all. Maybe I'm just
Yeah, but
not
this is
digging it.
original stuff, and so don't Rory ASCAP. This is original music, non-copyrighted.
Way to
Yeah.
cover our ass.
ASCAP, yeah.
I mean, BMI will be out here no matter what. but-
BMI or whoever is out there,
They can-
don't
they can
worry.
enjoy
This
the-
is all
Yeah,
original.
they can
metal.
enjoy the original music.
That's a thing though, right?
Oh, that's a thing.
They get
That's definitely a thing.
they're real touchy about all that.
Oh, that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. That's why we play only original music here at Southern Star Brewing Company.
That's right.
Hey, we've been hit for copyright infringement a
It's been a while though, right?
few times.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't play this copyrighted music anymore. We learned our lesson.
Yeah, us too.
Sorry, Billy Joel. Or whatever. He's so upset. It's like, dude, you've
I
got
think you played the Stones one time.
something. It was something.
Oh, that'll get you fired.
The Stones don't mess around.
About 2 seconds. I'm like, it's the internet. You can do whatever you can't. It turns out the internet is not what it used to be.
No, not at all.
They're all in. Everybody's on the internet apparently. Apparently, who knew? Okay, do we know? We talked about the style that you guys brewed for Daisy Chain. This is bringing it all back around. Do we know like a variety of styles being brewed out there, Sam?
I don't have, one of the points of the whole project was, I didn't want to dictate to anybody what they would do. The only things I wanted to make sure they used the same yeast from the same strain and try to name the beer something either including Daisy Chain or, something kind of a play on that. I think one of my favorites from last year was there was Holler, I think it was, that made Don't Daze Me Bro. And Eighth Wonder had Daisy Me Rollin'. And can't confirm entirely, but I think those names are coming back. So pretty happy about that.
Cool.
A lot of IPAs we picked up. I'm trying to think. I know I'm leaving some stuff out. I know Buffalo Bayou. They're doing a copper IPA. There's some hazy IPA, some hazy rye IPAs. There's going to be a brute IPA. And True Anomaly, who I'm not sure if they've actually opened yet. I think they had a soft opening recently.
Yeah.
They're doing an American Wild Ale. So they're going to start the beer with the Daisy Chain yeast and then put their own culture in there. So that'll probably taste a little bit different than everybody else's.
Yeah.
But, so it kind of runs the gamut. It's mostly what's popular in American brewing right now outside of lagers and
True Anomaly.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just thinking out loud. Go ahead.
No, I was just being ridiculous.
No, do be ridiculous.
Never mind. The moment's passed.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, I was sorry.
will the
Messed
moment
up.
return.
Probably not.
I was gonna say True Anomaly. They're aren't they by Eighth Wonder? Aren't they down in that area? I think so. I think they're right down there.
That sounds. I want to say Edo. I could be mistaken.
Yes. I think they're right there on, like, off of a highway or something.
If there's only a way we could figure this out.
So if we had
but there's not. So endless speculation.
yeah, there's a bunch of new breweries about to hop on
Yeah.
the scene. A lot. Like,
It's amazing because I get asked, well, have you heard of X, Y, and Z Brewing Company? I have not heard of
is
it.
that a new one?
No, but it's one, to be now that I've said it, actually. But
Actually, copyright. Omar,
Are they
please cease and
close to
desist.
WXYZ?
yeah, they're actually down the road.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. I can't hardly keep up with them, So the Houston brewery scene, I think there's 57 breweries now in Houston.
And I think about 3 months ago it was 45.
How many did you
No,
say?
I think a month ago it was 57. It's probably 100.
70.
Yes.
Well, where do y'all cut it off? Let's talk. Where do y'all? Do you say you count College Station?
I'm going to put my foot. Oh, I thought you meant where do I cut it? I was like, nobody else can open breweries.
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
put my
about
foot down.
geographically.
You're done.
When you're describing the Houston area.
And the market will determine that. But the problem with all this competition, they brew good beers.
Yeah.
So these are stellar breweries opening up, and I believe craft beer sells craft beer, and so that'll turn people on. But don't forget about Bombshell Blonde and Southern Star Brewing Company, because what's funny is I was in Houston. I won't say where I was, and then he said, "Oh well, we only buy Houston beer." I'm like, dude, we were Houston beer. Like there was St. Arnold and us, and so we still very much consider ourselves a Houston brewery.
You said where do you cut it off? I think the Houston Metroplex, but my rule of thumb is if the freeway is like 8 lanes wide,
Right.
you're in Houston.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're still
So,
in Houston.
In another 2 or 3 years, Austin will count as Houston then.
Kind of, yeah. It was
Only
just,
driven an
What's
hour, you're
that?
still in Houston. So.
Yeah. I see. Okay. Yeah. So, College Station. I've counted it in the past.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's Houston.
it's
They
in the
don't know it
Houston
yet.
area, but I
Yeah.
think that what we're counting is like the Houston Metro,
Right.
like just the Houston Metro.
So
area.
that's what I think. I think now we're getting into okay. You're going to have the Brazos Valley will be kind of
Yeah,
its own thing.
I don't know. I think that we're kind of on the outside.
Yeah,
of it.
I wouldn't count
Yeah.
Bryan College Station or
No.
Brenham.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And, I mean, and I really wouldn't even count Huntsville at right now. Yeah,
No.
they're still a pretty good stretch, but in 2 years, I mean, the freeway is still pretty wide up there right now. So they got a bitchin' statue, so they could be in.
Do you think he needs like a? I don't know. I feel like a real like a hat, like a different hat for each holiday. Sam Houston, we're talking about there.
I mean, I
Something.
don't think that old Sam probably wouldn't oppose to
He
that,
doesn't have
you
a
know,
hat
so
on currently.
He
right?
needs like the.
Was he known as a fun guy?
Was
Dude,
he's
he
into
was
mushrooms.
he
He's
spent
a
like
fun
he
guy.
spent like 4 years with like Native American tribes. He's got to have some cool hats.
Yeah.
I
mean,
just
hats were all the rage back then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
and
mean,
he's bald.
But I bet like the Caddos weren't giving him Santa hats.
they
or-
might have. You don't know that. They're
We're
talking about the
Maybe,
Sam Houston
or-
statue because we need to hipsterize it. Like he needs a beanie. He needs like.
Dude, have you seen his? I mean, he's got
He's-
giant mutton
Well,
chops.
he
That's
needs-
very
he needs
hipster.
a-
He's very
well,
hipster. I mean,
Well, the mutton chops are in.
He's got a
and so if he
cane.
did a beanie and some skinny jeans, maybe
I feel
a
like
flannel shirt.
he's got more steampunk without really changing.
yeah, no, he's
Okay,
yeah.
the times
yeah.
have gotten. Yeah, they caught
Yeah,
up to
I mean,
Sam.
He's some really
All hail the
weird
Raven.
glasses or
Yeah.
something.
Some tattoos, maybe.
I
I mean,
I
the
bet
dude,
that'll
like,
get you arrested.
Well, he needs to
if you're trying
sleep.
to-
Yeah, that
Definitely.
would that'd get you arrested. I mean, the dude like had a hole in his arm from an arrow, so it's like,
Yeah, that's pretty. That's metal.
I mean, it is really.
He also
Yeah,
had a hole in his
super
ankle.
cool.
Have you lost any viewers yet? We're talking about Sam Houston.
Today's history
Let's
lesson
see.
is brought to you.
People
No.
dig Sam Houston.
No.
That's the people.
Sam
few
Houston
people-
was cool.
That's one of those trends that the internet hadn't caught on. They don't understand. Sam Houston brings the eyeballs and the earballs.
The
There you go.
earballs.
Yeah.
Steve Cook wants to know if he can have the shirt on, like that shirt. Like if you could sign it and maybe do a raffle or something.
You know, the problem with Steve Cook is here's the problem about Steve Cook.
Tell
is
us
that
about
he
Steve
talks
Cook.
a big game about being a chef, but he's never cooked for me once. He's a nice enough guy. I mean, I guess he's an okay hunter. But he can have the shirt like everyone else and pay $19.95 here to Southern Star Brewing Company.
That's a
And
pretty good deal for a T-shirt.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't
It's a
charge that much
steal.
more than what I'm paying for it. But for a Steve Cook, I will definitely give him a high five and a T-shirt.
And
Steve-
the opportunity
Steve
to
Cook-
buy a T-shirt.
I'm just saying, Steve Cook has prepared meal for me, and it was very, very good.
He what?
I paid for it.
Oh, at the Red Brick Tavern?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, well, that's different. Well, then, in that case, so did I. But see, at the Red Brick
Uh-huh.
Tavern, he was sitting at the edge of the bar drinking a beer half the time, so I don't know if he really actually worked
Whatever.
there.
What's up, Steve?
What's
And then I don't know if you guys some girl named Heather. Have you ever heard of Heather?
Yes.
Oh, Heather.
Heather, anybody
Heather
ever
the
heard of
Hammer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Banana show.
yeah. She's
The no-show.
the German sparkle party. She throws her
Oh, she throws her
vote that
vote,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey to everybody and Gail. Hey Gail, and that's his big
Oh,
comment
Gail
to
is
it.
awesome. She's like,
Yeah.
she's the only, she's amazing because she makes no money in craft beer, but she's everywhere in craft beer. She's part of Pink Boots. She's she works for us as a brand ambassador as well, but she's like a mercenary in craft beer. I don't think mine is working anymore either.
Oh, did the okay? That's Dave.
all
You're
right.
right. You got it.
9-volt change, guys.
Yeah. The tradition is you take that one out and then you lick it to make sure it's completely gone.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, that one's. I pushed the limit on that one. Normally, I try to change at the beginning of every show.
Oh, it really is a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, yeah, we're completely mobile.
joke about 9 volts.
Well, you stick
I
it to your
guess
tongue and
you
see if it
licked it.
shocks you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
He
wanted.
did lick it.
Well, no, he didn't.
Oh.
There's there's fakery.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're still good. All the sounds are going on. It's just into your. There we go. Now do y'all sound
Just-
crisp and clear and nice?
Just your ear holes.
Yeah, so once again, Heather the Hammer, hello. Tell Scott I said hi.
Oh.
Yeah.
So everybody.
Oh, hey, your dad's on.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody, turn to that camera right there and say, "Hi, Mr. Kennedy."
Hey, Mr.
Hello,
Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Hi, Dad.
Mr. Kennedy, congratulations on passing your hair genes onto your son?
No, I didn't.
Two of the best heads of hair.
I didn't get the hair gene from my dad.
No? Yeah. Who? Oh, your mom?
No.
Whose birthday it is today?
I think
Happy
I-
birthday, Mrs. Kennedy.
Birthday.
Mrs. Kelly, your lovely wife, whom I've met both of your parents. They're very nice people.
I don't know what
I don't-
happened to me.
I was gonna say I don't understand what happened. Maybe you moved out too soon for their influence to take hold. But
Maybe I stuck around too long.
yeah, they're still in Spain, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Actually, technically, they're in Andorra.
That's a different place.
Yeah, Andorra is a municipality on the border of Spain and France.
Oh.
Similar like Monaco or something.
So are
like
you
that.
the well actually guy?
Am I the what?
Well actually guy. Someone says something like well actually. That is incorrect.
That's probably
Is
more-
he?
I don't think I say well actually, but
But you just say the word actually because well out.
maybe.
Well, actually, no. I say
Actually,
furthermore. He says a lot of furthermore with a pinky.
Oh, there you go.
actually, I don't say well actually.
There you go.
Okay, so what did we talk about? We talked about styles all over the place. What this season? I'm curious about like when I think of like the cider. Do we know much about cider? Should we wait till a cider show?
It's made from apples.
Yeah,
Sometimes
from apples.
pears.
Have y'all ever considered making a cider? I hear that's a thing for breweries
No.
to do now.
No. I'll shut that down right now.
No.
No?
And I know St. Arnold's doing one
Yeah, okay.
right now, but
Yeah.
we know who we are and they know who they are. So we kind of know
Okay.
the beers we're gonna brew. Well, that's not a bad dig.
Throwing it down.
Ooh, you know who you are.
You know
Well,
who you are.
Well,
You self-identify as
I know
yourself.
who I am. I'm the new show engineer. I just replaced the battery.
You too have a podcast. Just replace the 9-volt. No, but I didn't mean to come out that way. No, I'm just saying we just, Sam and Dave run the beer show. So.
Yeah.
Will and Tay.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's not something that we've played with at all. I wouldn't be adverse to making like a giant like braggot or something, like incorporating some honey into things.
Yeah.
But it takes a long time and it's very expensive. But yeah, I don't really have a passion for cider. I don't think anybody here does. I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like I don't know.
Well, there you go. To thine own self be true.
Yep.
Especially
No,
when
that's one of the reasons why we're not doing, that we haven't really delved into doing any kind of distilling either. It's, we could probably toy around with it, but it's the passion's not there. So
Yeah. That's why I don't do interpretive dance.
Yeah,
I
see,
love.
Well, you should.
lacking
actually.
passion.
Well, I have an appreciation for it.
Yeah.
I'll even do it from time to time on my own time, but I'm not going to put it on the show every week, just because that's what people are,
Craving for
want.
it.
Yes, the
Want
market
it.
is.
The market is there. You
It's
have
there.
the yoga pants for it, so you just have to do it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if it weren't laundry day, I'd be wearing them now. Yoga pants, the single greatest thing, and maybe the worst thing that's happened in our society today. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's like a fat guy in a fishing shirt, and I own two. It's like I'm in the stores. I'm like, I know you guys just didn't get out of a yoga class and run to HEB, But I wear fishing shirts because they're comfortable, and I really just like fishing. But they're comfortable and they breathe well.
Yeah.
You
Right.
talk to women. I think that's why they wear yoga pants
Yes.
That's
or
right.
leggings.
It just feels-
I
it
mean,
just
leggings
feels
are.
good.
I don't know if there's a difference between leggings and yoga pants.
Is
but
there? Ooh, that's a hot topic.
I'm guessing like
I think leggings
is there-
have
how
to
much-
have the little strap down on the bottom.
Is that what it is,
leggings,
Dave?
like the stirrups.
Somebody.
Yeah, maybe I'm just
I don't
thinking.
think
Maybe I'm
so.
thinking of baseball.
Or maybe the 90s.
So you have to be a 1930s baseball player or something like that.
yeah, see.
Batter up, y'all. Jake Thorne from Thistle Draft Shop watching. Hey, Jake. Jake, can you weigh in on the difference between leggings and yoga pants?
Actually, he
Let's
can.
open it up to the whole
Yeah.
audience.
Did you just say actually?
Well, actually,
You're the well actually guy. That's why you're pointing the finger.
Thank you for bringing
Omar,
that
when you
around.
point one finger at somebody else, you got 4, 3. It depends on how you point.
Well,
back in
actually,
the-
5 others because it's a table of 6. Jake can because he does yoga.
he said he'd pay to see you in yoga pants.
Oh, I would not pay me to see in yoga pants. No.
He would pay.
No, he would pay you.
No, yoga pants is a privilege, not a right. So, yeah, I'm pretty weight conscious kind of a guy.
From wanting your shirt to wanting to see you in yoga pants, there's a lot of demand for Omar in various forms of dress.
Dress and undress.
Yeah.
No, sir.
I'm thinking
sir.
whole new live streaming show.
Yeah.
Just the Omar hour.
No.
Omar plays strip solitaire.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody
Lost
wants-
again, or did I?
No, there'd be somebody out there that would want to see it.
I do not want to meet that person.
Strips. There's got to be a strip solitaire like website out there, right? If you can conceive it, what's that? I forget what the rule is, but if you
Rule
can think
37.
of, there you go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's-
See,
Sam knows his rules.
Oh, by the way, Steve Cook asked how you like your eggs.
My eggs?
yeah.
Who me? Because I'm not the one that was slamming him.
I don't know. Just generally, I guess. How do you
I'm
like
a
our eggs?
scrambled kind of guy. I'm an old-fashioned scrambled.
Oh, hold on. Let's get into how do you like to do the American style, more a little higher heat, a little more chunky style, or do you go
The French style.
The French style, like over a
Well,
like
what
a double
I do,
boiler.
I
or,
make
yeah,
breakfast for
English.
6 people every day, so
So-
I typically cook bacon first.
Yes.
Then I scramble my eggs in the
Yes.
bacon grease, and I
Yeah.
add salt,
Yeah.
pepper, and garlic powder quickly.
Well,
And
that's
then
the way you're supposed to do
a
it.
splash of
powder.
olive oil, maybe.
Hold
just
on,
to get
okay.
them wet.
Let's break this down.
Yes.
So when you're scrambling, do you scramble your eggs in the skillet?
In
You,
the
you break
skillet.
them up. You whip them up.
I'm not an animal, so I do it in the skillet. Yeah.
So do it in it.
Saves
season.
dishes too.
Sorry?
Saves dishes too.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
but
it does.
eggs are a pain in the ass in a cast iron skillet.
No, they're not. If you know how to cook them, they're not.
Laura's throwing the heat, man.
I fry mine. Thank you very much.
If only I'd been to culinary school. But
Okay, so what do you throw down a bunch of butter first, or what?
no, bacon grease. I already have it in there. I just cooked the bacon.
In the iron skillet.
No, I just cooked the bacon.
What if you're
in
out of
bacon?
bacon?
I use butter.
Okay.
Butter, not margarine like Dave does.
I don't
but
use well,
You
yeah, I
said
do a little bit. I don't like margarine.
Why? I thought margarine's bad now, right? It was
Well,
bad.
it's
It was
always
good.
Bad, it's good, it's bad. It'll be good again
It's
next
always
week.
just use butter. I mean,
No,
I don't
I've
understand.
got butter. I got
Butter's better.
I use lard in a lot of the stuff that I cook with
You can
because
still find lard.
I make my own. Thank you very much.
You go hunting? You like harvest your own hog and get the lard.
No, actually, hogs don't have a whole lot of fat on them, but I do like render my fat when I buy like a brisket
Oh,
or
yeah,
when I buy
totally.
like a pork
Yeah, yeah.
shoulder. So
Brisket fat is nice. So you can cook with it, make lots of things with it.
brisket fat's awesome.
We just run it through like a
No,
sieve or something.
No,
you get
you
the chunks
render,
out.
You render it. You
Right.
take it, and then you just kind of cook it in a cast iron skillet.
Well,
or-
if you smoke it as your
this is turned
if
into a
you
cooking show. I
put
love it.
brisket
worse than-
fat
uh-huh.
in the smoker as you're smoking your meat, it'll render itself and have a nice smoky flavor to it. So you can cook other things in it. Put it in a jar and save it.
See, I trim mine and dice it and put it in the cast iron skillet for about 6 hours and just let it slowly.
What's the shelf life?
Keep it in the fridge. I mean, the shelf life's pretty good in the fridge. No,
Yeah.
Bet your Steve Cook could answer that.
I bet he could.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve.
Oh,
Where you
He's
at,
probably busy cooking eggs.
I like my eggs poached with the hollandaise on top of it. You know, so, like,
all right.
Hold on.
Let-
Fawn's watching. Hey, Fawn. She just had a baby
Do you
girl.
want to know?
Hold on. Fawn just had a baby girl. So congratulations to Fawn.
congratulations, Fawn.
And
Yeah.
hope you guys are doing great. Can't wait to meet her. And thanks for watching there. I don't know. Are y'all home yet? I hope they're home because we didn't walk. We were supposed to walk the dogs, and if the dogs are fine, Fawn. The dogs are fine. All right. Anyway.
All right.
Go ahead.
Leggings and yoga pants.
Oh, please.
Okay.
All right. Leggings, thinner, usually worn under dresses and stuff.
Okay.
Yoga pants,
Thinner fabric, is that what we're saying?
thinner, I guess. Thinner.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. This is
All
from
right.
Heather.
Yeah. Yoga pants sent down from God himself.
Oh,
Made-
wow.
I would
Yeah.
agree. I would agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Made to make us look like we're active and not wearing anything stretchy. not just wearing stretchy pants and drinking beer at home.
I read somewhere that bacon. Someone said that yoga pants was the bacon of clotheswear.
Okay.
Maybe
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
what
that
that
it can go
means.
with anything.
That everybody
or-
likes it?
I guess it
They're
can
Things
super
are made out of
popular
pork
for the last
bellies?
5-10 years.
Maybe I need a pair of those.
Yeah. What did you, Dave? What'd you get?
I don't know. Oh, Brumosa.
Brute Mora. Okay.
Keith's only seen me drink like 47 of these. So
Okay. What is the ratio of
That's funny.
juice to iron brute?
probably ounce and a half to your 16 ounces or to your 14 and a half ounces.
So barely a splash of juice.
Yeah, not too much.
Still low carb. Just
Yeah.
enough to give it a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
know,
of that.
I did some calculations, and there are just under 7 grams of carbs in 12 ounces of brute, which is
Really?
pretty low.
That's low.
Yeah, really low.
Almost keto friendly, right?
No.
Almost.
No.
Almost.
No.
It's close.
Put some water in it.
Just here's the thing.
Do like what were we talking about? Just smaller servings, like Oreos.
So here's a public service. I tried keto and doing this show at the same time.
Doesn't work right.
Doesn't work.
What, is this show full of carbs or something?
Yeah, every time you drink a beer, you just can't. Okay, so you can do hard liquor on keto, sort of, kind of, because your body metabolizes alcohol before it jumps into metabolizing fat or anything else.
You just lost me because I'm tired of hearing about keto. I'm seriously.
If you're drinking beer, don't do it.
When you put a stick of butter in coffee and call it keto, then there's
Yeah, you did
I
that
mean,
for a
it is
while, didn't you?
keto, I guess.
It works if you can
Here,
stick to
Omar,
it.
why don't you wake up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning and have some butter coffee and go do push-ups in a field? I remember
that's
that
not Paula
phase.
Deen kind of coffee.
I remember
you
that
know?
Yeah.
phase of yours.
Paula Deen.
It's pretty odd. I was like, you're doing what?
What is that?
The
Bulletproof coffee? Is that what?
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Bulletproof is a
Butter in?
brand. Yeah, it's a guy
Okay.
who has a bunch of money now because it's just coffee with butter in it. It tastes delicious because it's butter and coffee. Who doesn't love that?
Butter tastes good in anything.
Right, and
you know?
coffee. I love coffee. I think I love coffee almost as much as I love beer,
I do
except-
too.
except for I can't drink as much coffee. I have a 2.5 cup limit.
No,
and
I
then
get all
I'm-
blown out.
Yeah,
I've had
you
like a pot of coffee today, and I'm completely like blown out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the keto thing, if you like beer, don't even bother with keto. I tried it. You can't do it. If you're like really in ketosis, you drink beer, it's going to take you out and make you feel like somebody punched you in the face and forced like, I don't know, like an Ambien down your throat.
Okay.
It's
My
like-
philosophy is, if you want to lose 20 pounds real quick, just cut your leg off at the knee.
Okay. That's fantastic.
That'll do it.
10 pounds, just cut your head off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That blood weighs a lot. So if you just keep letting it, you know.
Human head weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah, I would say if you really, because I've lost some weight. So let's dive into this very quickly. If you want to, first thing you could do, just I don't know, concentrate that window of when you eat. Stick in like an 8-hour window. That's what I'm going to say.
So is that the intermittent fasting? Is what you're
Basically,
going
yeah.
for?
Eat the
Okay.
same amount of calories, just squeeze into 8
See,
hours.
I've been trying to have an 8-hour window where I don't eat.
right,
That's generally when I'm asleep.
I was
right.
going to say that's called sleeping.
I know.
Right.
I mean, it's not working.
I would say start with 12
Yeah,
and work
actually,
your way
I'm
back
kinda-
from.
I'm-
If you can
I'm
get
comfortable with
12, you're not going to do any harm. If you get
Dave's
to back,
hungry when he gets to 8, even 12 hours. Wake up.
sparkling water helps a lot because it makes your like that's what I do when I get home from work at midnight or 12:30 or whatever. I
Yeah,
have some
no, I try
Topo
not to eat- I
Chico
try
or
not to
something.
eat
Just
after
fill up
8.
on sparkling water.
Yeah, and I fool
Well, I guess it
myself.
would fill
I'm like
you up.
I sit there in the dark because the whole house is asleep.
Crying yourself
there
to
and
sleep as
burp
you
and
want a
fart in the
sandwich.
I'm lying to myself right now, but it's fine. It's fine. It's for the greater good. But yeah, that's kind of it. If you start with 12 hours and then work your way back, if you can get to 8 hours, even better. But eat
So
the
how
same
much-
amount.
How much weight have you lost?
Probably 25 pounds, 30 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
and not all in not in a big rush. And I don't even.
That's
No,
the
you
healthy
still
way
have
to
both
do it.
your
to
legs.
Stretch,
Yes.
stretch it over.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do it too fast. And I still drink beer, but I tried the keto stuff, and you can't drink beer with keto, so
Yeah.
that's out.
That's not worth it.
But that you change the limit, and then cut out the sugar, and then still drink beer.
That's hard because I don't eat hardly any sugar, so it's hard to cut out. Yeah,
It's already cut out.
Yeah.
If you've already cut it out, then
I
just
know.
cut back that window.
But have you seen me? I mean,
You look
but pretty fat. Huh?
no. Anyway, I just say try that.
Yeah.
So try that. Push it. Start to go. Aim for 12, and then once you get to 12, just kick it back 15 minutes every 3 weeks or so.
Is the end goal like you have 15 minutes, just eat 2,000 calories?
Yes,
and
just blend up
that's
4
it?
steaks.
Just nothing but
You're just doing like hot dog eating competitions
and
every
Reese's
day.
peanut butter cups. It's like,
I think there's a point of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
But if day
But
to
does
day,
anybody really push that to see where
well,
that
fasting
point
helps.
is?
Fasting helps. If you start out something with like a 24-hour fast, you can get through a lot of cravings and things like that. It helps a lot. But
don't drink water for 3 days. You'll be fine.
when you
Not-
pass out, it's so much
Be a
easier
little
not to
dizzy.
eat.
You might
You know,
sleep really
not
well.
that I
but-
love talking about weight loss, but I thought we'd do some kind of fun on air right now.
Okay.
weight loss.
No,
No,
I'm
shot
gonna give.
got a buried hatchet.
I'm gonna give
Okay.
tickets for 2 to our 11-year anniversary party.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh.
What is the date?
It's gonna be March 16th.
March 16th.
Starts at noon and it ends when it ends.
The anniversary parties are always awesome.
11 years in this great city of ours. And
Yeah.
so what I'd like for you guys to do is give me a fun fact about Southern Star. Like, what was our first beer that we brewed?
Whoa.
Wait, can I answer?
Can I answer?
No, you
y'all
get
get
it
it for free.
Yeah,
Okay, so everybody watching, and maybe we should tweet it out or something.
yeah. Tweet out or something, and then and or a picture of you holding our beer. Yes, I'm a marketing
So, okay, which one are we? Are we doing a fun fact and the picture?
either or.
Okay, so
The first one who does
Let's do
either
an
or.
open,
Two-
open beer. Let's
Yeah,
get people some skin in the game. They gotta
Yeah.
be drinking at noon.
okay.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Or if you're on
With the date stamp of today, right now.
Yeah. If they
So-
tweet it, Instagram,
to Southern
Facebook,
Star,
something right now that they get a ticket for 2.
Oh,
All right.
So
first
that's
one to send a message.
Yeah, and so that's basically
You
going
gotta
to
send a
get you
picture.
a
Yep.
really cool anniversary glass wild supplies last and 3 beers.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a lot of great bands
It'll be
and
6 total beers, won't it?
no, yeah, well 6
2
total.
people?
Well, yeah, well,
That's an
6
even
total,
better
and then
deal.
we're also gonna have one of my favorite bands here, Folk Family Revival.
ooh, that's
Yes,
a good
sir.
one. I still have my maybe it was y'all's Oktoberfest. It was like 2010. What year did y'all open?
2008.
Okay, I
Got to do some math on that.
No, I didn't think so. I'm
Like,
like,
2019,
it's been a long time ago, dude. I have a hard time telling people how old my kids are. So.
I have to do that. I have to do the kid math
Between
now.
5
I am
and
just
17.
I'm glad that
Not good at math. I have my
my-
glasses on.
Yeah, I've got 4 kids now, and I basically all my kids all the wrong names now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm lucky
Yeah.
that my twins are 10 years, so everything's like an easy.
So
Yeah.
why don't you guys just name them by numbers?
I could. Well, then I would call them 1 through 4 either way, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I go through all the
mean,
names.
Yeah, but you
Two-
still call number 4 number 1.
Because at
like,
2 o'clock,
Yeah, you'd be like, yeah, damn it, what you? Yeah, no, I call my kids all different names.
Yeah, I think-
Names of kids I don't even have. And they're like, what?
Or when my newest daughter was born, I think it took me like 20
Yeah.
minutes before I was calling her the name of my firstborn.
yeah,
So she had like 20 minutes of her life that
Was it
she was accurately
misidentified
being called, and then
by the person that
then
knows
it all
her?
fell apart.
Or
First
what?
person to see her. Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, or just give them all the same name.
Oh,
I'll
George,
say it.
the George Foreman.
Oh,
George
yeah.
Foreman way.
George, Georgina, So yeah, no.
Yep.
Uh,
Just all
Thomas
George.
Mendoza says, "Hey."
Oh, hey Thomas, what's up, brother?
Yeah. And my wife is watching Hi Kelly. How you doing?
Jake asked a question.
Yes.
Jake Thorne.
Jake
Yeah.
Thorne asked
Yeah,
a
Jake
question.
Thorne.
If you had to fight one to save your life, would you rather fight an anaconda or a great white shark?
Oh, an
Oh,
anaconda.
anaconda.
Easy,
Yeah.
easy.
At least I'm on land.
Anacondas are
Wait,
great huggers.
is the
I was gonna
anaconda
say.
in water or?
Or is the shark on land? I would take
Yeah,
the
'cause
shark.
if the shark was on land, I'd
'Cause
definitely
I can
kick
run
that
from a
shark's
shark on
ass.
land.
Yeah.
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 As a fat guy, I don't really get in the pool with sharks. I'm not that great.
What about
swimmer.
snakes?
Snakes in the water? Absolutely
No,
not.
snakes get in the water with you.
No.
I think anywhere you are, a snake is going to F you up.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're done.
No. But I mean, they don't have that big a teeth. You just
An anaconda?
And-
punch the
no,
hell
It's
out.
going to wrap you up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
anacondas
just
are constrictors.
Yeah, just choke it out.
You
No, it'll
Do
choke
that,
you
do-
out.
No,
Wait,
no,
how-
you can choke it out. Just turn
How,
the tables,
how
man.
big are they? Are we dealing with like
He didn't go into that
a
much
baby
detail.
anaconda
Yeah, baby- no,
or
giant
like
anaconda, baby shark.
full-size
He
horror movie style size?
He did follow that up with what beer would you celebrate with?
Buried Hatchet.
Yeah.
That is my favorite beer on
After-
the planet.
Oh, man.
Matter of
I
fact, I'm
mean-
drinking one right now.
Okay, he says you're in water for the shark, right?
Anacondas only go for people with large butts.
Well, then I'm dead.
What?
Yeah,
Anacondas.
my anaconda don't want. None
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
we
but
forgot
also-
the sermon. Sorry.
Yeah, but
He
also
cannot
men who like
lie.
big butts cannot lie.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay,
Thank you
so
for
I'm
throwing
kind
that
of
in there.
flat over here, so I think I'd be fine with the anaconda.
You would.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want none of that.
You're not supposed to agree that fast. But I thought I had a little.
Anaconda, hands down.
But
Do-
news story.
you know,
Did you hear about the guy who was on a bike got attacked by a mountain?
He was
lion?
jogging. See, he choked him out.
He choked him out and killed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty metal.
That's what everybody should go
Wow.
take jujitsu real quick. Brazilian
That's right.
jiu-jitsu.
It was funny. He was a skinny little guy. And he was like, "Man, I was just hoping there wasn't another one."
Do they hunt in packs?
And that dude
they're
jogged back
usually
like
pretty
3
solitary.
miles, and he was all messed up.
Yeah.
So props to you, my friend.
I mean, you
I'll
fight
drink.
a-
I'll
you
drink a
fight a
beer
might
for
move,
you.
yeah. Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers to that
Cheers to
guy.
you, guy. That seriously, that is metal as metal can be to choke out a mountain lion.
Yeah, it
Not
was-
just to pass out to the point of like he killed it.
No, he killed it because he
Yeah.
was like, I mean, it was like on him, and it was biting the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And this guy,
Well, their teeth are like that long. Their claws.
I know he was all
they're
messed
heavy
up.
and I mean,
Like
if you don't
100
kill them, you're just gonna.
It's like
piss 'em
120
off,
pounds and
yeah.
all
You
muscle.
can kill them. They're just gonna, piss them off, and you're.
Yeah,
Dude,
even
if I was that guy, I would go back, get it, and have it stuffed, and every girl that came over would be like, "See that? Killed that with
killed
my
that.
bare
check the
hands."
scar.
No, he would be
check-
my no. He would be my hoodie.
Oh, make him with the teeth over your forehead,
That'd be awesome.
the eyeballs up
With
here.
the head and the teeth still intact.
Yeah.
Is that a
What are you
shaman
wearing?
or a?
I
you
killed
know?
it. You know.
Oh, and the sleeves could be his claws.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Ah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go shaking that guy's hand.
Yeah, every time I get on this podcast, it takes a very strange direction.
Yeah.
This
you
was
probably
I
taking a
love
lot of
it.
strange
No, I love it.
Y'all probably have mountain lions out here.
I think there's a big ass bobcat out here. I've seen
I have
it.
heard that there was a mountain lion.
No, it's a
Conroe.
bobcat.
I think it was dusky when the guy said he saw it.
It was a bobcat. I've seen it. It's big.
A bobcat?
Yeah, it's got big old paws. So you see the paw prints every once in a while. But yeah, I saw it driving in.
Fun fact: peacocks. We have
Yep.
quite a few peacocks.
Yeah.
And we have
They have
donkeys.
actually wandered into the brewery.
Really? male or female?
Like through the
male.
front door?
and do they? Do they
the side
we don't
door.
we don't let them in through the front door,
Because that's just rude.
but they'll
Yeah.
come in through the side door and just wander around.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably
Not-
like
they don't scare easily either.
No.
They're pretty.
domesticated. Maybe
confident.
Are they somebody's?
We
We're
think
not
they
probably.
belong to
I
a
don't
wedding event.
I
down
don't
the
think
road, but
peacocks are indigenous to Southeast Texas.
the Conroe Peacock.
the lesser Conroe peacock.
Conroe peacock. That sounds like a sex move.
So what would that look like?
I'm not sure. I'm trying not to
Something
think
with a
about
lot
it.
of you got to fan out
Yeah,
those
yeah,
tail
it's-
feathers.
I like to personally apologize to all our fans.
I don't know. But
Why?
look on it'll be on Urban Dictionary tomorrow.
Lesser Conroe peacock.
Conroe Peacock.
I feel. Is there a new
You
new
open
school?
your mountain lion hoodie and
There you go.
Oh,
Flare out your tail feathers and boom.
boom.
Let her have
Got
it.
yourself a Conroe peacock.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. I work in the woodlands, and so at night you hear the coyotes. Do you ever hear coyotes out here? Or y'all-
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like lately. It's been really loud. Like it sounds like somebody's being tortured.
Nah, coyotes are. I don't know.
Probably somebody's
Without turning this
poodle is
into a
eating it.
wildlife and fisheries show, coyotes are everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have raccoons that come up here, like when people are outside?
No, but what we
Sitting?
do have is angry crows, and they'll like
yeah.
they,
Oh,
seriously
yeah.
they get into wars with our cars.
I think there's one
They
one
do.
particular angry crow. He's like 20 pounds. It's a huge.
I know
crow.
he's giant.
And there was
Is
a
that a-
guy that used to work here.
Sure, it's not a vulture.
No, it's not. It's
He-
not. It's not a raven.
Hates black cars.
Oh, Jason Gutierrez.
yeah.
No,
He-
just to
he
be
would
clear,
just-
Jason doesn't hate black cars. The crow does.
Yeah, the crow hates black crow. And like anybody who pulls up with a black car here,
You're gonna get
that
the crow.
just like gets on the
He's
hood or
pissed,
the top
and he like
just
Shit.
pecks
Yeah.
the hell out of the car.
Yeah.
Why does that sound like a really bad '90s band, the Angry Crows?
It probably was.
There's the black
It
crow.
was a counting
Black
crow.
crows were
Counting
good.
crows, black
Counting-
crow.
Maybe it was the Counting Crows' first name, the Angry Crows. And
They
you know
said,
what?
no, just count them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just count them.
No, but I mean, but this one gets pissed off, and he pecks at the door, at the front glass
Yeah.
door, and like wants to get in.
They're
And-
super
and-
smart.
I mean, I've thought about.
I mean,
just
why
letting him
doesn't
in
he
just to
just,
see what he would
like-
do? You know,
I mean,
why
try
didn't-
something
if
without
he's so
knocking.
smart, why didn't you just open the damn door?
Or coming through the side door like the peacocks.
There's no thumb. Well, that's right. I don't know. Maybe he got. Maybe he tried to come in.
Maybe he
but he
needs
got,
to learn some manners.
Do they
first.
fight?
Yeah,
maybe,
knock.
maybe
Super
that's
smart,
how
but
he gets
just
Knock
rude.
on the freaking door.
maybe he got peacock blocked.
Maybe he did.
Oh, there we go.
He was like, I was going to try to through a peacock block. Anyway,
Yeah. So you get out here and you get the wildlife adventures. There's some gay donkeys next door. Not that there's anything wrong with that. They're there. Yeah. So we've got all kinds of wildlife out here. It's been.
Did the gay donkeys ever find their way in the brewery?
No, they're behind a fence.
Yeah, they're behind a fence. They've been fenced.
how do you
in.
know they're gay?
Oh, I know they're gay.
It's been witnessed.
Okay. Sure they weren't just experimenting, or
I mean, they might have been. Maybe they're
They're-
not gay. Maybe they're bi-curious. But
Yeah, it could be bisexual.
they could be. And maybe they are. You know, it's like
We
you know.
don't know.
And I'm not one to judge the donkey. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
they're-
you do what you're gonna do, man.
Yeah, no, there was one time they're both male. There's only two of them over there, and they were both male. And
maybe that's the problem.
one of them was just going after the other and just biting the shit out of the shoulder
because they're
of,
violent.
of the one
Yeah.
on the bottom. They
Prison-
were. It was
Prison
intense.
rules. Prison rules.
Pretty well. They kind of are in a prison.
Yeah.
So it's like, and what did they do? You know, they're probably
Yeah.
nothing. They just been in prison just for being born a donkey.
And they don't have a weight bench or anything. Donkeys show. They just
There's no way to work out their aggression.
no. There's no handball
No.
because they don't have hands.
No.
But it's pretty awesome because you'll be sitting, the people will be sitting there for the tour, and all of a sudden you hear, we were going to advertise this, come see the Conroe Donkey Show, but we decided not to.
There's a new beer. Conroe Donkey Show. Look like
You
some
think
sort
that
of.
would get label approval?
Yes.
Dude, yes, I think it
Donkey
will.
Show?
The Conroe Donkey Show.
I mean, yeah.
and just have a picture of our donkeys.
Yeah.
Well, they're not our donkeys; they're somebody else's.
Yeah.
donkeys.
Oh, that's the
Somebody
thing.
else's
Yeah, that would be
donkeys.
where you get tripped up.
Yeah, I mean,
The owner of the
guy
donkey
would
would
sue us
sue
for.
Donkey infringement.
Maybe if all the proceeds went to the Conroe
Donkey preservation.
Donkey Preservation Society or Donkey Rescue.
There you
I don't
A
know.
donkey rescue. I don't know anyone who wants to rescue a donkey. They're pretty mean.
Are they?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Those are nice out
Those
there.
are
Well,
nice.
They're not
Ostrich.
nice to each other, but they're nice to us.
Oh, they
Okay.
are nice
So
to
maybe
each other.
this the
Maybe
donkeys
that's
you
their
ran
thing.
into.
Maybe
They super like carrots
maybe
and
that's
apples.
just
You can go out
what
there and
those-
feed them.
Yeah,
Maybe that's just what those two like.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not judging them. I mean, there's they're free donkeys. They can do whatever they want to.
Omar, I'm thinking maybe just the donkeys you've had interactions with.
Probably
you can't
so.
you can't
Probably
label.
So. Yeah.
Maybe
I can't label all donkeys the same.
Yeah, maybe just the donkey you had to run and he was just an ass.
You've been waiting for 4 minutes.
Knocked out of the park.
Anyway,
That joke brought to you by.
by all the dads traveled here in a minivan. Dad jokes on Liquid Lunch. Mm-hmm. Kenny, you look like you're about to say something. No.
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. He was, you know what? Well, actually, I'm not gonna say anything.
Jody's watching. Hi, Jody.
I was.
It's like, aren't we about done here?
Okay, so let's see. Who have we not said? Oh, Thomas said, "Hey, Dave."
Well, hey, Thomas.
Jeffrey says he's got peacocks in his neighborhood, which is awesome.
Does he say where
No.
he lives?
In the neighborhood.
Next to his.
No, where he works.
Oh, where he works.
Yeah.
He didn't say where he works.
West side.
On the west
Okay.
side.
Yeah, I know. I grew up on the west side, and I know there's a.
There's a
there's-
peacock infestation.
I don't know if infestation, but there's some
Free roam.
neighborhoods with a handful of peacocks
Yeah.
on there. We
I want to know who keeps peacocks. I mean, it's like, what kind of,
What do they do?
what do they do
Other than
other than be really loud?
And what?
I
They
guess
look
you-
pretty. I mean, you know.
Not really. When they get up close, they're kind of stinky.
well, their
and
tails.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
but they're
beautiful
like-
bird, right?
if they had an Instagram account, it'd be all
I
filtered to where
guess.
you couldn't really tell any detail.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, like no. If
just have
they
the
were
nice
on an
butt.
Instagram account, okay, look, there are people out there that I've seen that think they really look awesome with the doggy ears as a filter, or the distorted lips, and the,
Yeah,
I just
that's
don't
me.
I just don't understand that.
Oh, no, it's not me.
Yeah,
No.
you lost me. I'm still trying to think. Who the hell wakes up one morning and goes, you know what I need? A couple of peacocks. I'm gonna go get me some. It's like, who does that?
Do they
Can you
taste
eat?
good? Maybe they're
Yeah.
like.
Maybe, maybe they are.
eggs?
I mean, peacock eggs.
barbecue
Peacock eggs?
peacock.
I bet they're big.
Oh, peacock eggs.
I bet they are.
I was gonna
big.
eat the
Never
peacock
mind.
himself.
It's, now, peacock eggs, scrambled or poached.
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 Yeah. See,
Why
something
are we
special.
ignoring fried eggs here?
Well, fried eggs are good, but they have their place with like biscuits.
Okay,
and-
fried eggs,
Yeah.
sunny side up or over easy.
Over easy.
What's the difference?
Over medium.
Well, I'm
Over
kind
No.
medium is the
See,
best
that's
way
my
to have
wife,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Over medium, but
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Okay, where
no,
does-
I want the runny
You
goo.
gotta get it runny.
Yeah.
Where does medium start and
That's
easy?
what, medium starts when the yellow starts to get a little bit congealed, and then you've ruined it. No
You know who
offense.
makes the best poached eggs? The best.
No.
Okay, Hubble and Hudson Kitchen. I used to
Yeah.
work there
Did
back
you-
in the day. Fantastic food.
Yeah.
Do they?
That's
Okay,
great.
so does medium have any run at all?
I thought it
No.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
What?
I
Yeah.
thought,
Oh.
no,
Something
because
like the
over
middle, but
over
it's-
solid
it's
or
kind of
over hard.
jelly-like. Like they're in between, like
Yeah,
hard.
it's
But they
got a
don't
little
run.
No,
No.
medium's got run.
Yeah, medium's got a little run.
Not a
It's all
lot.
right. There's
Should it?
there's enough run.
Maybe
See,
you
I
don't
mean,
like
speaking-
medium as much as.
There's enough-
Speaking from experience, because my wife. I tell you what, I'm not going to speak. You're speaking from experience because you like them that way.
Yeah, there's enough run to dip your toast in the top of it.
But okay, so
but
you
no
cut
wiggly white.
No wiggly white.
See, is that what creeps you out?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's what creeps my wife out. Is the
Yeah.
wiggly white. And to me, I was like, I don't care. I mean, just look, show it to the fire. I don't know, whatever. You know.
it. Well, okay, so what's the difference between sunny side up and over easy? Do you
No,
the
sunny-
lid
the
and
wiggly-
steam?
Over easy is
Wait.
like a
Yeah, you got to
The-
flip it.
the
Okay.
white is the
There's a little pocket.
a little
patch.
pocket of the
Yeah.
yolk,
Yeah.
so you
Okay.
can
Sunny side
stick
up, you
your
got to
fork
just kind
in
of
and
throw
it
the
all
grease
runs
at it
out.
and hope that it congeals.
Okay.
And I'm with you. I like sunny side up, although
Is that sunny side is a flip and then you
No,
come back?
sunny
No,
side-
flip?
Sunny side
no,
up,
no
just
flip.
break it, throw
No.
it in the skillet,
Just let it
and then
go.
kind
Let it go.
of squoosh up the
butter or whatever.
the butter or bacon grease, up on top of it to kind of cook a little bit of the white.
You put a lid on to steam at all or no?
Nah, I don't.
Is that in the realm?
I
of-
don't know. I'm
the rules?
terrible at cooking like all eggs. I don't really like eggs.
No, the way
when
to
when
go
my
is,
wife does it, that's how.
the way to go is poached.
Nah, I love it.
favorite.
I love
Yeah.
poached.
Yeah.
Where are you getting your butter and bacon fat?
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
I love soft boiled eggs. I got turned
Oh,
on to that.
yeah.
Soft boiled eggs are the
Six,
bomb.
6.5 minutes.
with those little cups like they have in Germany.
Yeah,
They cut the top of it off, and you're just like,
You boil it for exactly 6.5 minutes, and you got a perfect soft-boiled egg.
love soft
So far on our Facebook feed, we have Keith's wife watching. Hello.
So far on our Facebook feed, they're like, these guys are crazy. This is stupid.
And I would like to apologize to the 3 people watching us right now. I mean,
Why?
because I couldn't imagine why you got bored talking about peacocks and eggs. But yeah,
I mean,
Eggs? Who doesn't want to talk
life's
about
not
eggs?
all about beer, Omar.
it's not.
It's about
Good.
eggs and peacocks.
What is the best beer to go with, like an over easy or? Does it change
my-
on the cook?
A pilsner for me.
I would
is
think
Spring
Pils. Yeah, I would think a Pils would
Yeah.
go really good
You need
with
something subtle because
yeah.
an egg is very subtle.
No, but and Pils is great too because Pils I think have especially like our Pils, it has enough bite to kind of cut through that richness of the
Yeah.
egg.
But if you have a poached egg, you need hollandaise sauce. You have to have it.
Unless it's a Yardbird egg, because then you got that rich orange yolk that is in there. Then you don't need anything.
How do you
It's
say
just
yolk?
yolk?
Yolk.
Yolk.
I don't hear it
Have
different.
some beer, all right? I said yolk.
I don't hear it different, so I guess it makes me weird. I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
the people who say salmon versus salmon, I think the L is. Yeah, I just don't understand that. So,
Wash versus wash.
yeah.
That's a Midwest thing.
No, it's a
Warsh.
Texas. My mom's straight up Texan. And
Warsh,
she says
yeah,
Warsh.
yeah. No, I've heard Warsh. I mean, hell, I grew up
I
thinking.
guess I've heard
I
it
grew up
here.
looking at a Whataburger sign and was like, they misspelled that. There's no R in there.
Whataburger.
Because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to Whataburger. So, and just, seriously, I learned to read. I was like, those idiots misspelled their own sign.
Okay, here's a controversial thing.
Okay.
Whataburger. Let's say you get a number 1,
Uh-huh.
all the way cheese and jalapenos, right? Or a number
Oh, yeah.
2, either way.
no, see, a Whataburger all the way cheese and jalapenos, they've turned into a number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got called out on that in the
No, but
drive-thru.
because they used to not have that.
Yeah.
And I think me and you ordered it so many times that
Yep.
they said, we need to give this thing, what's number 4? Whatever. You get out number 4, then this is number 4.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I eat 'em.
You're
What
not
do you-
What do
doing
you think
it.
the original number 4 was?
No, I don't know
The
what the original
Whata
number
chicken?
4.
Wadded chicken? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, you mean there was a 4 before that was before
I mean,
that was 4?
did something get bumped down?
Oh.
Did it get
It
bumped down
had
to
to.
a
That's-
5 or
I mean-
like one of the rotating?
Yeah, like
Because
Classics.
it wasn't just a number
it was
1,
the
2, and
A1
3.
thick and hearty or something.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah. But, I mean, it is a number 4 now. So it's,
Yeah, and they called me, sir, that's a number 4.
well, like, I'm sorry I've been eating these for so long.
It's like, listen, I don't get this kind of flack from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, no shit. I'm going to go over to
Well, and then they're going to say, well, sir, my pleasure.
Yes,
So.
that's exactly
any way you want it. So
Yeah.
I want it without the lip. Thank you very much.
Yeah, lip on the side, please.
my very
Hold
first job was at Whataburger.
Really?
Yeah.
And there was no number 4 then. It was just a number 1 all the way with cheese and jalapenos.
I think there was only a Whataburger and a Whata chicken. And that was it. Oh, and like a Just a Burger and like
Yeah.
the kids one.
Yeah.
Were they open 24 hours?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Okay. Did they serve breakfast?
Yeah. They've always served breakfast.
Have they? Have they
I don't
always
know.
served? Because
Yeah.
you know what?
The
No,
breakfast
I
on
love
the bun.
Whataburger. I'm native Texan, but Whataburger's taquitos kind of suck.
They do suck.
Yeah.
They do suck.
They do.
They have a
do.
place.
They
They
do.
have their
They
place.
have
They
this-
do.
no.
No, they do
No.
not. I'm on day with this. You
They
know, like
suck.
they're
Yeah.
not very good.
Yeah, if you're going to eat breakfast at Whataburger, you got to go Bob.
Yeah,
Breakfast
if you're
on
gonna
the
eat
bun.
breakfast at Whataburger,
I
just get a
kinda like
freaking
that.
Whataburger. They'll make you one.
Yeah.
That is true.
true. Yeah.
Just get a burger.
I'm
I
not
do
saying they're
like-
the best tacos, but
I like those
they're
honey
not-
butter
when
chicken
it's
biscuits.
2 in the
The
morning.
honey butter chicken
You're
biscuit.
eating
honey
a-
butter chicken biscuit is
Yeah.
that was
When it's 2 in the morning, you're
That
gonna
was a
freaking
game
Whataburger
changer.
with you. You're number 4.
The new number 4 or the old number 4?
No, the new number 4 because the old. I
I
don't
mean
know
the
what-
number 1 with cheese and jalapenos?
Yes, you're getting number 2 one with cheese and jalapenos.
Is that what you
'cause-
mean?
No, that's how I used to wear them all
Right.
the time. Yeah.
Unless you're that girl at that Whataburger.
Yeah,
by
she's
my
like,
house.
sir, that's number 4.
Yeah, I never felt so old.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I just whatever. Yeah, that honey.
I think it just shows how loyal you are that
Yeah.
yeah,
it's not, you already know what you're going to order and
Mm-hmm.
they've probably changed it 10, 15 years ago. That shows
yeah.
Oh, that's
You've been
okay. You
going
know,
for a
it's like
while.
well,
Yeah.
when you have a national treasure in your backyard,
That's
know,
right.
you tend to get set. in your
Even
ways,
though
you know?
In-N-Out beat out Whataburger, I'm not sure
In and
how,
out,
how that
dude,
happened.
In and out. You know how that happened because it was a bunch of pretentious California judges on the board going, In and Out's the only way we can get it. wild or whatever they give. Like, shut up and have number one with cheese and jalapeno.
Yeah, right.
Same
It's
way.
just not as good. It's not. I've tried, but it's not
Animal
as good.
style.
It's okay. It's okay.
it's not
I
bad.
get you. You know,
No,
I'll take it
it's-
over.
Fat Burger? Has
It
anybody
is-
had Fat Burger out of California? That's a solid burger.
Oh
That's
no,
a really
even
good
In and
burger.
Out is good.
No, it's
yeah,
but it's not
it's not
Whataburger.
really
I
good.
think
It's
it's
good.
all right.
They
It's,
don't have mayonnaise. What?
it's better
what
than
Savage just doesn't. Like give you more mayonnaise, and I rolled this one in Dallas. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a try. I'll take it In and Out with mayonnaise. I'm sorry, sir, but we only have mustard. Well, what do you mean mustard? And they, oh well, we have a special sauce. Your special sauce, let me guess, it's Thousand Island and ketchup, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
How did you know?
I'm like,
Wow.
I'm a guy who eats Duke's mayonnaise or mayonnaise in a burger. I don't want mustard or
Dude,
Thousand
Duke's
Island.
mayonnaise is good.
It's the best one out there. It truly is. But it's the same people.
It's like a cooking.
This is like the egg show. I gotta bring it back to mayonnaise.
We are all egg all the time.
We're gonna make a mayonnaise IPA after this.
I was on Liquid Lunch today. I don't know. It was an egg sandwich. That was it.
Well,
Liquid.
I'm not even sure what
speaking
time this show ends. But as the marketing guy, I've got to earn my paycheck and mention a few things. Okay?
Please.
Camp Hope Car Show, March 30th. This is
Okay.
our fourth one to do. So it benefits Camp Hope, which helps vets with PTSD. It's a great organization. And then also May 25th is our third annual barbecue cook-off. This is the first year that it's going to be benefiting the Montgomery County Food Bank.
Cool. You said May?
May 25th. Yeah.
Is that like teams are coming to do that kind of?
About 30
It
teams.
is. Did you say it was? What is it?
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City Barbecue Society sanctioned.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh.
it's the real deal.
It's the real deal. And
I mean, it was the real deal
yeah.
last year, but this is
Yeah.
actually the super duper real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what barbecue teams can do is they can earn points as long as they participate in KCBS, and so they can earn the right to raffle to get into the largest, the most prestigious cook-off there is. I think it's the Jack Daniels one.
Oh, I thought it was a Carbot cooking show.
No,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
no.
I'm kidding.
This is not sponsored by Anheuser-Busch. I'm sorry, Dave. But yeah, so like we have a lot of stuff and things going on, and typically the bigger events we have benefit someone, veterans, food banks, and that kind of stuff. And so we're proud to do it.
How would a team sign up?
They can go on. We were launching it today, and
Oh,
so
timely.
Yeah. So who knew a plug?
Yeah, this thing's gonna fill up fast.
It's going to
too.
fill up fast.
Yeah.
And so we will have more information as the day goes. My social media guru, Keith Amador, will be putting stuff and things online for you to do. So we're hoping that this is our biggest one yet.
Nothing better than meat. Wait, what did I say earlier? What there is nothing better than
Eggs,
eggs and meat.
eggs
And
meat.
peacocks,
Yeah.
apparently.
Peacock eggs
Peacock
and
eggs.
peacock
Yeah.
meat.
Coffee slid way down.
Oh, still top 5.
And butter.
Can I have them all together? That's
Can we,
typically how it goes.
can we expand 5?
Yeah.
I
10 is the new 5.
Make it
and
even
see,
7 or
now,
8.
Now Omar's our marketing guru, but I want to swing it back to eggs because when I
That's what I get paid for. Is make sure we talk on a beer show about eggs.
when I got married, my wife's also from Texas, but she's from that strange land called the Panhandle, and I noticed she cooks. Her whole family cooks her eggs. When they scramble them, they like cut in Miracle Whip in there. Has anybody else ever heard of this?
No.
It's actually freaking delicious.
Yeah.
But I really
Does it have to be Miracle Whip or does mayonnaise
It's
work?
got to be because
Can you-
that's like blasphemy in my house. They're like
use
Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise. I'm like, dude,
Wait,
they're the
it's not
same.
mayonnaise.
It's,
Can you use
it's
Dukes?
one's a little bit sweeter. You can do whatever you want to. It's like
It ain't mayonnaise.
It looks like mayonnaise. It tastes like it's got a little bit of sugar.
It's
in
salad
it.
dressing.
So's mayonnaise.
I mean, mayonnaise is salad dressing. Too.
Miracle Whip has
Although,
a little bit of sugar.
Has
in it.
anybody ever just put mayonnaise on a salad? I have
No.
never heard
Who-
of it. That's
if
never
you
been
did
on
that,
it.
I would kick you out
What
of my
it-
country.
No, I've never done it, and I don't want to. But it is called a salad.
Hold on. My mom used to put mayonnaise on fruit salad.
Ew.
Oh,
It's
that's
a-
nasty.
Man,
but
we're
that's
You know what I
some
did?
weird territory.
I mean, in potato salad. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
That's
It's-
enough.
No. It was like grapes and apples and strawberries and throw
and
some mayonnaise on.
mayonnaise.
And
That must
Yeah.
is that in
I
Arkansas
vaguely
thing?
remember
Maybe.
something like that, and
Yeah.
I don't make that recipe a whole lot.
that died with meat pies and stuff.
Well,
Maybe.
and
When
what
I
was
was
like
in-
the Jello mold
Yeah.
with cut up.
Yeah,
know
it's
what's
been a
good
while.
there.
This is like floating fruit
Those
in
weren't
there.
very good.
But what's
let's
good
be
with
honest.
mayonnaise is French fries. When I went to
Very
hell
true.
yeah. Yes,
Very
mayonnaise
true.
and French fries. Yes.
Brussels, that's all they did was malt, vinegar, and mayonnaise as a side.
Hell
That is one thing I
yes.
love about Chick-fil-A is you can get. They
Good
have
mayonnaise.
packets of well, it's not good mayonnaise, but it's mayonnaise.
What about
It's salad dressing, man.
sriracha
It's salad
mayonnaise?
dressing.
I mean, that would work too. I mean, I
I'd do
use
it.
and I've kind of graduated past sriracha on my fries. Now I use Yellowbird. So yet the Yellowbird habanero, and it's like, I mean, just because I don't like ketchup very much, or I guess I used to, but then I found sriracha, and then and then the Yellowbird. But I'm also a big fan of mayonnaise, so I imagine sriracha mayonnaise would work just fine on
Yeah.
French fries.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, you can put a lot of stuff on fries. I used to. In high school, my friends used to dip the curly fries in their chocolate milkshake, and it sounded completely gross, but not
you
bad.
try it? Yeah.
Not bad. It was like, who knew? Who
Yeah.
knew?
So I've got a beer question.
We're not talking about beer, Omar. We're
we
talking
are.
about
This is
fries.
Egg show, Omar. What are you doing?
talking about eggs.
It's called
Don't
Liquid
derail
Lunch,
the
but
egg talk.
I want to ask about this craft pack thing. Do you think it's going to pass? Brew
Beer to go.
Mm-hmm. Beer to go.
Yes.
Yes. So do I. Dave said no.
No, I did not.
Yes, you
no,
did.
I
You said-
didn't. I said I'm not going to be surprised if it doesn't.
See, I'm there. I'm not. There's some cynical like I've seen what happens in the
Yeah,
past.
you've been through all this before, And I think what'll happen is it'll pass with some silly nonsense tacked to the end of it
Yes.
that's not going to make any sense at all because
How
Texas,
much pork is in the bill? I guess it's just
it's
no
not
pork,
even-
but peacocks.
Yeah,
Those
it's-
guys.
how much peacocks,
peacocks,
are in the
eggs,
bill.
and mayonnaise
Yeah.
are going to be in the bill.
Yes.
We're gonna get the old Conroe peacock. That's what's gonna happen.
The old donkey show in that bill. Yeah.
Yes, it's frustrating because it should just be sell as much as you want. That's what I think. I say I would like to say, because right now it's 2 cases a day per person, right? It's like,
Which is plenty, but
I get, but what if you want to do a
Well,
keg?
no. Well, right now it's
Well, a
nothing.
keg is 7 cases.
Well,
right
I'm
now
saying-
it's
but on
nothing.
the deal,
that's the deal that
the
they,
deal in
And if
place.
you want to sell a keg, I mean, I think we should be able to sell a keg too. But
We'll start.
it's sad that I'm sitting here willing to go, yeah, that's fair, which it's not really. I mean,
Yeah.
I should be able to sell a keg. The whole thing is, I think, and I was talking to my distributor about this, and it's I don't think it's 100%. I think that they're looking at the retailers too and thinking, well, you're going to piss the retailers off, therefore we're not going to be able to sell to that beer to the retailers. And we've got a very good relationship with our retailers too.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of brought up the point. I was like, look, there's only 3 of us in Houston that this is going to affect really
Yeah.
right now, maybe 4. I don't know where Eighth Wonder's at, but maybe 4. And what difference does it make? At that point in time, there's 57 breweries in Houston. At that point in time, what does it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if we sell beer to go up here, I'm charging convenience store prices for it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge less than HEB or Specs does. That doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
Because if I say, a 6-pack's $10 here, people aren't going to go, well, I can get it for $8.99 at HEB and take off and go there. I mean, I already got them here. And when it comes down to it, I don't even want. I mean, I'm not going to make a whole lot of money selling beer out of here. We're in Conroe. Where I will make some money selling, beer and winning customers is people that they're here now and they might buy our beer and take it home and share it with their friends. Whereas when they go to the store, they might not buy our beer anymore. So win new customers that way. Or we got special release that's not even really available that we can sell a growler for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Or
And I think
something
that's a
very,
benefit
very
for us,
limited.
too.
Like, I mean, we've
Yeah.
got some stuff right now we don't know what to do with. We've got 4 barrels of Tripel that's aged in tequila barrels. There's 4 barrels of it. I mean, it's like I can't. If I put that on the market, somebody's going to get pissed off because they're not going to get
Yeah,
it.
it's basically going to be enough for 2 stores.
Yeah,
and then
it's enough for 2 stores, and then it's like,
Nobody
and,
else.
and we're not talking 2 chains, we're talking 2 stores, So it's like if I give it to Specs and HEB, then Total Wine's going to get pissed off, or vice versa. So it's like that's the kind of stuff I'd like to sell here, and do I want to make more of it? I don't know. There's plenty of beer out there to buy. It's not like we're going to be shorting. Any of us are going to be shorting any of the retailers anything,
Yeah.
really. I mean, it's like,
well, and I think it's just good business because I've been in the wine business too, and you can go to Becker and buy a bottle of wine if you want. And I just want to give our fans the same opportunity with a 6-pack. And I think, as Dave spoke about, any specialty release. We're not here to compete against HEBs or one of the retail partners or like even against our distro partners because they both serve a very important function, right? And so we just want to be able to, like Dave said, that there's some things that we want to make that aren't enough to spread out, that we want to
experimental
sell here.
things,
Yeah,
you know, little things,
and it's a
to
good
see how
test
they're going
batch
to do.
way.
Yeah.
And that's where we have the Thursdays test batch. Basically, our brewers are making specialty beers, and it's usually about 7 gallons of beer.
I mean,
maybe about
there's a
seven
milkshake
beer.
IPA on right now that we'll try.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have,
Yeah.
you know, that's going to be served tonight. It's gone.
Yeah.
You know, and I can do it here, and you know, it's not like I'm going to can that and sell it because you can't can 7 gallons of beer. I mean, you waste 20 gallons of beer to just get the machine acting right. But you know, I mean, so we can already sell it here.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's. I think that there's a lot of old animosity, maybe not animosity, but we got to preserve this 3-tier system or whatever. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. But I think people are just fighting over things that they're used to fighting over.
They're protecting what they have. They're
Yeah.
trying not to give up any ground from their perspective.
From their perspective, I get it, but it's just like it doesn't. I think it's become almost a moot point with this many craft breweries and this many craft breweries that are just doing their own thing. A lot of the new craft breweries are just taproom only or whatnot. I don't think it makes any difference anymore. I don't think it's going to make a dent in any. I don't think anybody's going to see this passes. Does HEB see even a noticeable decline in their beer sales? Hell no.
No.
Well, okay, for y'all, like, how much like Bombshell Blonde would you keep around just for taproom sales and like in cases or whatever?
Well, we have
think
we have
Bombshell-
a cold box.
We got a
so
cold box, but I
have
mean,
plenty, no
Keith
matter
and
Yeah,
I've
but
talked
Bombshell
to-
Blonde has such a large point of distribution, kind of some field nomenclature PODs that I don't know that people are going to be, coming here asking to buy a 6-pack.
Right.
Of
I
Blonde.
estimate that on a Saturday we will sell at about 5 cases of beer total.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, as packaged beer that you could buy at the grocery store, and that's being optimistic.
But it
I
is
think.
going to give us an opportunity to sell some taproom only stuff that we
Well,
want to
and
keep
it'll
here
give
to
us
make
an
small
opportunity
batch.
to sell some growlers.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be our business is you
Yeah.
have growlers, and people just go home with that, and they might not even think to say, okay, I'm going to go from here to the grocery store and buy more beer. They probably maybe have beer at home or whatnot, and I guess maybe it does eventually take away a little bit of sales from somebody, I guess. But like I said, it's such a minuscule amount that if this thing passes, and I hope it does, I think it'll help us a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a cure all to any big financial problems or anything for anybody. But if it passes, I don't think we're going to see any movement whatsoever. I mean, if we do, it's like put a 0.00001% change in something. I don't think it's going to make any difference at all.
I've said this before, and this is my take, and I've put it out there before. But I think what the distributors have missed is that the issue is not the breweries doing whatever a brewery does. I think, if you sell beer to go from here, I think it makes people want to go buy more beer next time they're doing the grocery shopping or something.
I think
else.
so too.
I think the distributor's real issue is somebody that comes in like an Amazon or somebody like that, and I don't even know. Maybe they're looking at that sort of thing.
Well, like
Amazon's.
Whole Foods
You bet
has
you
that
they
problem.
are.
Yeah. Well, Amazon's got a lot more money than
Yeah.
any distributor could ever hope to have.
Well, and Amazon can, Amazon can come to us really right now, and I could sell to them as an out-of-state distributor if they get the right licenses, and then they can do whatever they want to, really.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Could they do,
Well,
like,
probably not right now, but
home
Amazon's
delivery?
got more money than God, so they can, I'm guarantee you, the way that you change laws in this state is that you pay people to change them,
And
Amazon's got that money to where they can come in and lobby, and Amazon will be delivering beers to your house by drone before you know it. And I think that you're right. I think that's what distributors need to worry about
Yes.
because, look, I'm going to sell to whoever's paying me money if it's legal to.
I think it's a
You know?
generational thing with the distributors where they're not looking at building the goodwill with the brewers
No, I
and
agree.
saying, all right, we need to build these relationships and build some loyalty.
From what I see too, the younger generations are coming up. A lot of the generations are kind of in an impasse right now, and the younger guys that are coming in kind of get it. I mean, I was at some roundtables the other day, and I saw a distributor there, and he had a laptop, and he had a Texas Craft Brewers Guild sticker on his laptop. I mean, you would never have seen that 5 years ago. If there
Yeah,
was,
but also too, like a distributor serves an important function.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We
They-
can't move our beer around to HEBs or
Right.
whatnot. I mean, we've got we try to keep
Well,
good.
with a relationship building, because if we go into a store, we have 2 point of contacts. We have ourselves with the brewery reps as well as with our distributor partner. I mean, some of these distributors have been in business for over 100 years, and so they understand the beer business, and they've coached us along the way of what our consumers want, because they actually have seen that.
Yeah, I mean, and I agree with you. I mean, it's, the chance. I'm not saying this because our distributors are listening or anything, because they're probably not. But because I mean, maybe they are. I don't know.
Thank
but
you, poor Josh.
no, I'm just saying. Maybe they are. I don't know.
It'll last forever on the internet.
But
you'll hear it sometime.
They're missing out.
It's like
like a sex tape.
we if we didn't have distributors, we couldn't do what we do.
Right.
So it's not like that we're inherently against each other. In fact, we're not. We view our culture here is we view our distributors as our first customer. That's who pays our bills.
Yeah, and I don't think most breweries don't want to have a distribution or have a shipping plan.
No, you have to have a whole nother business for that.
It's a whole other thing, right?
And and our distribution provides us with, it's a mutual beneficial thing. They provide us with a huge amount of value, and we provide them with a huge amount of value, and it works.
Yeah.
So.
But I will think that.
But our distributor, I'm sorry, Omar,
Yeah,
but
sure.
our distributor is not a huge, I mean, they're not a huge player either. So, I mean, their parent company is a fairly large player down the valley, but it's not like the valley's in danger of
running out of Bud Light.
right.
But I will say that business has changed over the course of a century, even 20 years, because nobody wants to be a Blockbuster. Netflix came out, Redbox came out, and they did not keep up.
Nope.
So you
Had the chance to.
Yeah.
Whiffed.
Yeah, and so then you want to get in touch with Shift is a new food program. HEB is very intuitive about keeping up with things, and so is Whole Foods now with Amazon. And so we're all going to have to, not just our distro partners, but us, especially with my job in marketing, to understand the nature of business, how it evolves and changes with our consumers' wants, as well as our first customer, what they want from us as well. And so it's important to keep up with that. And so I do a lot of research, market study, lots of books to understand this business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's another part of it, is the whole, the retail side of it is changing dramatically. When you talk about, Whole Foods is now owned by Amazon. If you go back and watch Beer Wars, that thing's 10 years old now.
Yeah, but not much has changed from that. Because if you look at price wars, because if you go into an HEB now and you look at, we're all looking at prices. What can we, because you do have cost of goods and how much it costs to produce a beer, but then you go in and you see your competitors selling their beer for $1 cheaper.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like in Beer Wars, the one thing that they really focused on was the billboard effect of where you got on the shelves.
Sure. Yeah.
And half of it was Budweiser and Bud Light, and because you had 6-packs and 12-packs and tall boys and squatty cans and bottles, and it made that big billboard effect. And it used to be 3/4 of the beer aisle was just the macro stuff. Well, now it's less than half.
Yeah, but that's not changed, because if you think about this, okay, for example, for better or for worse, Karbach, when Anheuser-Busch started buying up craft beer breweries, and so the wall may not be macro, but they are still. And so with Karbach being bought by
But it's still not as much as it was.
Not as much as it was, because in the past, like, you would have 18-packs, 24-packs, 12-packs, 6-packs of the same beer.
Right.
But now they haven't lost that much cold box space because they've purchased craft beer breweries.
True, but I think the big shift is when you talk about Amazon, that beer aisle is not going to be a physical beer aisle anymore.
No.
You're going to go on and
Sure.
look at that website and be like, all right,
That's what I want. Pull it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's packaging and labels and stuff. Maybe they don't. I don't know. The whole shift is coming, so I think that's the biggest deal, and that's where I say, okay, distributors, you offer a service, it's needed, but change the tactics. It's the.
Well, and I think they will, and they have. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been much more supportive, and at least ours is very much supportive and in tune with the wants of the brewery, because we are their investment.
Yeah.
And so they very much want to make sure that we succeed. And so, we brought a picture of
picture.
What is that? I Am Brute. Okay.
That's just straight I
Yeah.
Am Brute.
This is just
That's
straight
what I'm
I Am
drinking
Brute,
right now.
guys.
Oh,
It's good.
wait. No, we had Daisy Chain earlier.
So for all you A&M Aggies, I
Are you
don't
about
know
to drink
if,
that whole thing?
if it's if this is past ring dunk ceremony, you could probably buy a pitcher of I Am Brute.
Yeah. There's something good about a pitcher of beer. It builds community at a table.
I think last time I had a pitcher of beer was here.
Was it?
Yeah.
That means you need to be here more often.
I
And-
agree.
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Since we brought this up, since last time you were here.
Oh no.
Last time you were here,
Do
you
we have
made
to-
off like a. Speaking of,
Do we have to do this?
somebody mentioned raccoons earlier. Raccoons are bandit
No,
animals.
they're trash pandas.
Trash pandas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I Am Brute and Guardians of
It
the Galaxy.
is
and-
not. No.
No?
Listen, it is not. I mean, it may sound similar.
It makes me think of it.
It makes you think of it, but
Yeah.
I can't control where your brain goes. But all IP stuff goes back to them. But yeah, I mean, I won't say that we don't have a pint glass with a cassette tape on it
No. I mean,
or a trash panda.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Trash man. But,
Am I still on?
yeah. Yeah. Can you hear yourself?
No, he's not. I don't hear him either.
Wait. Are you not?
I don't think his mic's on.
Yeah, I don't.
Jiggle that
I
mic.
just hear you not through
Jiggle
the
my mic.
headphones.
There you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
push it in.
That's just- there we go.
Shove it in.
Yeah.
Is it there now?
Yeah.
Like
There
shove-
we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. That was weird.
Oh, I know what happened because beer.
Yeah.
Um,
beer happened, and I think
Beer happened.
I think what you're about to go into.
yeah.
Beer happened,
Okay. So last time we were here, which was for an episode of Interbrews, and if
which
you
was in that was
how long ago was it? It was the round table. It was the.
it was like
Con-
April, March.
Oh yeah,
April?
that was the Conroe Roundtable. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
sure
was
was.
fantastic.
No, it's been a year since you've almost been here.
It's-
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Too long.
yeah.
Well,
Well, that's okay. When you come here, we just hold you for like 4 hours. So it's-
so we had this awesome round table. It was you guys, and then it was Seth from Copperhead and everybody from B50. I think who was it? It was Dave and about 17 people from B52, and
17 people.
yeah, it was a lot of people.
It was like
You can give me
three.
a splashy of that. Hold on, let me try the actual just straight.
okay.
Brie.
Yeah, that's good. Like that. Except we did it backwards.
It's fine. No, that's good.
Yeah,
Splash.
it was nice. It's good. Splash me. Put that damn orange juice in here.
I mean, it's still morning over in the West Coast.
Yeah, it is. Anybody else anyone anymore?
Oh, sure.
I don't want to get scurvy.
No, yeah, it's rickets.
Scurvy and rickets are the thing I'm trying to avoid
Yeah.
the most this year. That was my 2019.
Say no to rickets, children.
Okay, so there was a big box of beer,
Thank you.
right, left on the table as a gift from B52
Yes.
for Dave,
Yes.
and
Yes.
just a way to say we appreciate everything. And how many beers? Oh, you stayed. You always do this. So you've been out here and you stick around after these shows.
Well, it always ends up that you have to go to work.
yeah, like
And I don't.
so.
And so, people want to sit around after the show and drink, and
Yeah.
I'm not one to say, nah, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, you're affable.
No,
way.
that sounds really lame. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2, 4, 7 beers later, Kennedy's like, well, it looks like it's time for me to go.
Seven.
So somebody
No,
just left this
no,
box.
no,
I'm
no.
gonna take this box of beer.
Somebody left a box full of beer. It's like a puppy. How dare? I mean, it doesn't have a home. I should adopt. And so he took the beer, got home. I don't know I think before you fell down on the couch, you're like, dude, check it out.
No, no.
Sends it-
I when I got the beer home, I laid it all out on my counter.
Oh, that's right.
like
look at this
positioned
haul.
everything perfectly, and took like a really nice picture of it. I was like, sweet, check this out. And
so he
I
texted,
and I
zoop.
think I passed out after that.
And then just flat on the couch, just flat on his face on the couch.
Yeah.
And I'm at work, and then all of a sudden, bing! I'm like, whoa, what's this? Whoa, what is that? Check out what I got. I'm like, where'd you get that? Is that they gave you all that? And like question mark, question mark, question mark. And he's like, then like 2 hours later, huh? Oh, I don't think I was supposed to take that.
It's got to be some kind of property in our beer. We've had seriously, we had somebody on Monday come by, and they're like, here's some benches back we stole. We don't know why we took them. That's actually happened. I was like, why? What would you think? Just no. Kennedy, that beer was for you, I guess. That's
Well,
no,
Actually,
actually,
No,
that beer was for you.
I woke up the next morning and realized what I did, and I felt like such the asshole.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. There are neighbors that gave me more. So
I'm like,
I was like, Kennedy
You brought
stole
the
all
beer
my-
back though,
yeah,
right?
I brought it back.
You like snuck in, left it on your
No,
desk,
I didn't sneak in. You weren't here, Dave.
so you left it.
But they let me into your office, and I just
you went through your
left it there.
stuff.
I left the.
See, I think what it was is I didn't even notice it was gone
Yeah.
until you were like, I was like, what beer did he steal? No, he's good. Hey, where's that one that I wanted to? I'm just kidding.
But anyway, that was pretty funny because you're like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Yeah, dude, you should take that back. Wasn't ours to take."
That's funny.
So that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. If there's anything we can try to avoid doing this show is theft
That's
of like actual stuff.
Yeah, we
But, I
can.
mean,
Intellectual property, it's fine.
or bring
You know
it
what
back.
is funny is he probably would have said if you would have went, hey, can I take all this? I would have went, yeah, you're fine.
No, you guys. There was like an event up here, and they were after the show, and they
Yeah.
were like setting up, and
like I said, it was a
Every-
puppy.
everybody-
left a puppy
Somebody
in a
else
box.
is going to take this.
Yeah.
everybody left, and like, and Seth was here, and he was behind the bar, just
That's all right. Seth's welcome behind the bar.
yeah, he was serving beers, and for like
I love it when other brewery owners come into the brewery and serve people beers.
I mean, I'm just
It's pretty comfortable. I mean,
It really
Yeah.
is.
This is where we're at. This level of comfort. Okay,
It's
just
No,
taking
it's
this.
fine. I mean,
It's just-
we're you know what we are.
And this
We're-
bench.
We're good with that. Yeah, and this I'll bring this back Monday when I feel bad about it.
I mean, he's pouring beers, I'm drinking them.
You're talking about like these type benches, or outside?
Those the
the little
the ones that I paid $3 for at an auction. I'm just like I'm so confused. They're bringing it back. I'm like, what? Why would you? What? Okay.
It's awesome when Dave brings things back from an auction. He brought by his chairs. Like, oh my, look what I got. I'm like, oh, those are so nice. I'm so glad you brought those.
And then I'm like,
back."
they're $3.75 a piece, and he's like, score.
I think you brought back a boat once that you wanted me to put something on. I've never seen the boat again though.
No, those were surfboards
Sur-
and
because
ski
we do a lot of
boards and-
surfing
yeah.
in Texas.
No, I was just
Conroe.
like, look what I got. He was like, why the hell did you buy those? Because it was $6. You could use
Why
this for
wouldn't
marketing.
you?
It's like, nothing says Texas like surfing. You know.
Yeah, Conroe Surf Club.
Conroe Surf Club, yeah.
Conroe Surf Club. That's right.
Is that a thing? That's not a thing.
No,
I
that's
still
not
want to
a
do
thing.
this show from a boat at some point.
There is a dude that is about to open up. No,
There's always a
no,
dude.
seriously. There's this dude that's fixing to open up
This guy.
a shop on Lake Conroe, and he has a jet-powered motorized surfboards.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a thing. He's opening up right next to the rocket thing where you're like the Iron Man,
Yeah.
with the water.
Rocketeer.
Yeah, but there's going to be people, and these things haul ass, man. I'm like, that looks dangerous. I want to do it. So it's
That's
like-
the only way to create waves in Conroe was for jet-powered
No,
surfboards.
but they're cool. I mean, you like stand on them and they go like 30 miles an hour. They're like
Oh,
jets.
no.
I mean,
That's
I'm just
crazy.
Like,
I mean, I tried to.
I'm definitely going to
For
try
about
it.
2 seconds, I bet this was a horrible decision.
No, we'll just meet here for a while and get
Okay.
lubed up before we go.
But yeah, I need to do a podcast from a boat. That's like life goals.
I got a kayak.
That'd work. Like I said, that thing's battery powered, so we're good. Everything here is battery powered.
What are you doing in a couple hours?
It's raining.
That's all right.
Okay,
In
we'll
the
do
water.
it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. Do you have to? I guess you'd have to wear life jackets. And then
I got
podcast.
those too. That's fine.
Okay.
We call them PFDs because that's cooler than life jackets.
Okay. Flotation. Okay. Personal
Yeah,
flotation.
yeah,
Okay.
Kayak slang.
Yeah, I was thinking like Peacock food delivery or something.
Ooh, that'd be pretty cool too.
The peacocks bring in your poached eggs.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, I put some myself.
Okay.
If they come next week with a couple of like pizzas or something, we'll know that you also have peacocks in your audience.
Mhm. We're big in the peacock community.
Yeah.
So can I do some more shameless plugs?
Please do.
Okay, so because I kind of loosely say that I'm a comedian because I know I've got some comedian friends who do a lot more than I do out there in the comedy community. We have brought comedy to Conroe. So we have our host, and his name is Jesse the Mexican. He actually hosts our comedy show, and we do one once a quarter, and it actually is done pretty well, right, Keith? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Great turnouts.
Up here?
Yeah. It is not an open mic. These are professional-ish comedians who like to get paid in beer and some type of money, and they do a great job. And it's great because if you want to do anything fun or cool, it's in the city. But we are trying to bring somewhat of the city culture to here, and nothing says culture like sex comedy. And so we bring comedians in, and I at times do 5 minutes or so of my own comedy shtick. I pull rank, and like, you know what? I've got 4 kids. It's kind of hard to go out and do open mics throughout the week, so I do it where I can. And but it's done well. And so we're doing a lot of fun stuff here. Like throughout the year in 2019, we're trying to do a lot of different events here. I'm tossing around about a kickball league, actually.
Cool.
So I think it'd be kind of fun to do. And so we'll have a lot more. Heath organized pickleball.
Yeah, bringing that's a new trend in inside the Loop. There's a lot of breweries that are doing the pickleball. So they reached out to us, so we said bring it out here. And the first time we did, they broke records of people coming out to play the pickleball.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's a new thing. It's a new trend. So.
Yeah. I remember pickleball from like 6th grade.
Nice.
We'd do that at PE. One thing I want to plug real quick. We've got the pitchers and catchers have already reported. Yeah. So baseball season just right around the corner. Spring training, I guess. Once they report, it's officially on, right? They hadn't started.
Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead with the season this year.
They're going to do it?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It was kind of dicey. You didn't know where Bryce Harper. Well, we still don't know where Bryce Harper's going to end
Machado
up.
just got that.
So is
big money.
Altuve still a big thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, for a 4'2" guy, yeah.
4 foot.
He's like 5'7".
Wait,
5'6",
reference.
something like that.
Yeah, I was saying Leprechaun Land.
he's a jockey on the wheat, and then it goes on the off season. And
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's well known. I'm not a sports fan, but every year we do a company outing at the baseball field, at the Astros field.
Yeah.
So we do Eighth
Minute Maid
Wonder
Park.
is
Minute Maid
wonderful.
Park.
Yeah,
It's like,
Is one of the people who
and what's that
kind of-
Astros field called?
that's how you know because I see. Yeah. So we go to Eighth
The Astros
Wonder,
pitch,
load up,
that
and then
place
we
where
go
the-
to Minute Maid Field and watch an Astros game with Altuve. But yeah, and so that's it's always a lot of fun. I get a lot of work done as we're playing, so it's always fun.
They got good Wi-Fi.
Omar cheers for every touchdown.
Hole in one. That's awesome. Woo!
Overtime.
Here's what I say. This year, opening day. This is our shameless plug.
Yes.
Opening day is what? March
28th.
28th.
Yep.
Is it Thursday?
That's
It's on Thursday.
season.
Season. Yeah, it's not home
Not
opener.
home opener.
But Astros first game in Tampa.
Yeah.
Games at 3 p.m. Eastern. No.
You think Charlie Morton's pitching that game? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
No. Well, no.
He's
'cause
with
they
Tampa Bay
They've got
now,
a
right?
couple. Yeah, he's on the Rays. I don't know if they have.
Who's there? Yeah,
I don't know
the
who
race
they
is.
still have. They still have Archer and Snell, or
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not keeping up on the Rays pitching staff.
I don't know.
We'll
but
do our homework before then.
There's going to be a great pre-show.
Yeah, pregame. We're going to
Yeah.
pregame at Thistle Draft Shop, do a live show
Fantastic.
on the day of Astros' first game. So if you find yourself in the spring or anywhere near, call in for the rest of your day at work. It is opening day because then we're going to watch the game.
We need
You
more folks
should
to-
probably go, Sam. Sam's a
game-
devout baseball.
Game will be
Yeah.
on.
Well, that and Steven.
on the TV
He's a
there?
devout,
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
3.
devout
Okay.
baseball team from Houston fan.
Yeah, there you go. It truly is. You know, but we need
Trying to get the spirit of Omar.
being in this, being in the spring, Tomball, Conroe, Winds area. We gotta visit our spots more. We got great. We have Hop Scholar, Thistle Draft. Man, they serve some mean food there.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
and now they've
It's
got
one of the
coffee.
places. Yeah,
on the
coffee
week.
on Saturdays. You know,
That's
And I
one of
think-
your top 5 things.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
they
in my
also
top
do
5,
education
7. It's
stuff
7
too.
of my top 5 things.
Is it really 7 of your top 5? Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, Marion.
Well,
food.
if Bear's watching, just to tie this in, let's get some eggs that day.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean-
brunch it up.
At
They
what
do
is
a
it,
mean
3
brunch.
o'clock.
They do.
3 o'clock's the game, but we're there at noon.
That's rock
Yeah,
star
we're
brunch.
there.
That's when you
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you guys consider this brunch? I had a friend of mine put on Facebook, "I'm brunching at the Waffle House." Is
Yeah.
that
Hell
an oxymoron?
yeah.
No, that's you can't brunch
Waffle
the
House.
Waffle
You
House.
sure the hell
All
can't. You can get a
about-
pork chop with 2 eggs on top of it if you want to, and hash browns.
and it's
Listen,
probably
I don't know
made
that
with
I
real
would put that
pork.
on-
Waffle House will do whatever you pay them to do. It's amazing.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's-
Tiger Woods proved that.
I thought that was Perkins. That was Waffle House.
Wasn't it Waffle
No,
House?
I thought it was Perkins.
Oh, I thought it was the Waffle House.
That poor that young gal. She was from Perkins.
Oh.
Same thing though.
Yeah, you can damn sure brunch at the
No,
Waffle
Waffle
House.
House is way better than Perkins.
Oh yes, well the jukebox. That's the song. Have you ever looked at the songs on the jukebox? That you're like, there's a one about I fell in love with the lady at Waffle House or something like that.
I've never heard that song before.
We'll have to look it up.
My marriage was ruined at the Waffle House.
I went to the Waffle House and she gave it to me chopped, hopped, hammed, and whatever, just whatever it is. Smothered, covered, hammed, and chopped.
Diced, I think is one.
Diced.
Of them.
That's one.
Yeah. The Conroe Waffle House is a special place.
Oh, you got a Waffle House up here.
Right down the street.
Yeah.
Right down the street.
There's probably multiple Waffle Houses up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one right here, it's where it's at.
That's yours.
The one of the stories about this waffle, well, it's not really a great story, but I saw one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen working at the Waffle House at this. What a strange thing to say, but it was true.
Apparently, so did Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
well,
that was really weird. I think it's something they put in their hash browns.
There's actual hash in the hash browns.
There is. There's hash in the hash browns.
I don't know. Any woman bringing you food, that's worth at least
pretty
2 points.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, easily 2 points.
2 points at least.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's an easy 2
I mean,
points.
and if they're at an 8, then that
puts them over the top.
10.
Yeah. Ask you to marry me right now. All right. Well, that's that's the one drawback to doing a show called Liquid Lunch is that lunch break can't go on forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
maybe if you're the owner of the company.
I mean, we can just turn this off and then keep doing this. What did you do? We pretended to be a podcast like 3 hours after it ended.
The headphones on, unplugged.
Yeah, just unplugged.
Save the 9-volt.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna need that.
9 volts
Hope
are.
everybody can hear each other.
Have y'all priced 9 volts lately? My
They're
goodness,
kind of expensive.
That market is.
Just run to Costco.
What are they
Get
running?
some 9
Like
volts.
$4?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a lot for a
I have
battery.
people
If
freaking
this show cost you $8, you paid too much. I'm so sorry.
What are you talking? There's a lot of good egg discussions.
I'm telling you, yeah, there's a lot of good tips in there.
This is no yoke, Omar.
This is no.
You know what?
Way to deflate the show, Sam.
You know when people are like, talking about the interesting fact about Southern Star,
Yes,
you have a pet peacock.
we do.
Two. There's two of them.
Two
Well, did somebody
peacocks.
win the contest at all? Or did,
No, actually, no one.
or did they try?
Everybody's like,
No,
the hell with this. They're
I don't
talking
think-
about donkeys
No,
and
wait,
stuff.
I don't think anybody even tried.
Nobody knows the first beer we made.
I don't think anybody cares.
All right, it was Pine Belt. Someone just type that in.
Yeah, good.
Win 2 tickets.
I even knew that.
Well, the issue is a lot of people watch later in the day, later in the week, that sort of thing. So
Is
we've
that
got
what
to.
it is?
Well, then they got to get to the end of the show for the.
so if
giveaway.
anybody right now would type in the words Pine Belt,
they would win 2 free tickets.
You get
Well,
two
and
free
also we
tickets.
didn't
Like
look.
Heather'd be like,
so-
Pine Belt. We would have
And
let
there's
you
like
in, Heather.
there's like 2 people.
Oh, all right, we got one.
Thomas.
Thomas Mendoza.
there you go.
right.
Hey, you were going to come anyway, but now you're coming for free.
Yay.
Man, you already come here.
Now he's coming for free.
Thank you, Thomas Mendoza.
Thomas
for the,
Mendoza won.
for the pity typing Pine Belt.
For the
Thank
pity
you.
Pine Belt.
We will have shuttles here for the one person who showed
That's
up.
right.
So.
Well, he'll bring a friend. He's got 2 tickets.
There you go.
All right, what is the date on the anniversary party again?
March 16th.
March 16th.
Starts at noon. We will have bands throughout the day. We will have special beers
Ooh, that's
throughout the day.
Is that the day before St. Patty's Day?
It is the day before St. Patrick's Day. I'm so
love that you're
excited.
so-
I love.
Are you going to wear your kilt?
But just being half Irish and half Pakistani, I will be wearing my kilt and I guess a sari. I don't know, but yeah. And so
I
it's
might wear mine too.
it's a special
Your sari?
time.
My kilt.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a kilt. I saw. Speaking of kilts,
Well, for me, I'm just going to tell you that
You go ahead.
Southern Star is such an amazing place, and as Dave truly cares about all of us and about our kids and about just how we are working for him, he truly cares, and so I'm very honored and privileged to work for such a great company. So
that's awesome.
You've had one too many beers, Emma, but I love you too.
And he lets you drink during work hours.
Yeah.
It's sampling.
Love you, buddy.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, when you think about all those years ago, did you ever foreshadow like, oh man, our decade plus, we're gonna have parties and stuff? I mean, was it ever like when you first got into it? Was it ever something that you thought, Yeah, we're assuredly doing more than a decade's. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, that's like anybody, human nature is not to be that long-sighted. I don't think so. Still today, I'm not thinking 25 years. I'm thinking, what the hell's going to happen tomorrow? It's just like, you just keep on keeping on, and But I'm happy to be celebrating. 11 years. We've had. We got fantastic employees. We've had some great employees in the past. We got great employees right now. We got probably the best team we've ever had assembled right now, and it's a veteran team. And cranking out some great beers, having some great events up here, and got some old friends coming and playing, and they keep getting better and better with Folk Family Revival. I mean, those guys they're about to release their third album, which they finished up writing in the brewery house, right behind us. So it's
beer inspired.
It is. I mean, it's like it's funny the way I met those guys. They came in, they're like, "You don't know us, but here, look, we this is our album, and we gave you thanks." It's like we're in the thank yous. Thank you for Southern Star. And I was just like, "What?" And then I listened to it. I was like, "These guys are great." So, it's been a fun 11 years.
Yeah.
Sure.
Real quick, because this is 11 and we'll go ahead and look forward to 12. Omar, you said the beer calendar. You mentioned that it was going to be wild this year.
The beer calendar is epic. We do have Daisy Chain out now, packaged beer out probably in the next couple of weeks. We have we do have a pumpkin beer coming out. And in May, we have...
Hey, you're on camera, Sam.
Yeah,
that's why I did it.
He wasn't. But.
but for the first time ever, Dave has agreed to do a strawberry blonde. We're also changing up our seasonal lineup, and so our summer saison is no more, and we are actually launching for the first time in package Echo and Conroe, our Mexican-style lager. So I'm very excited about that.
I think that's
called
the
it.
beer of the year.
I said this year's the year of the Mexican
We
lager.
got all kinds of crap going on. I mean, we're seriously, we've got we're discontinuing Blood Belt, but we're bringing on a new Juicy IPA the full time. So we got Subatomico that's coming up.
Subatomico.
We made 6 beers for this year on the schedule and said, okay, well, let's put out a new beer every 2 months in package. And then already we were like, well, how do we slot 2 more in? So now we got 8 beers coming out. 8 one-offs.
We were discussing
out.
today Milkshake IPA.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
And then also Dave, if he can, would love to do a Russian Imperial Stout. So we've been wanting to do that since we moved in here.
Okay.
Been before then. So we've got just this insane calendar, and with label approvals running as long as they are, it's been very challenging. So I mean, we got 10 new beers coming out this year, so it's been pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
And knowing us,
3 of them are already out, I think.
2 of them are already
Daisy Chain
out.
Brute and the Winter Warmer Barrel
And we're
Aged.
stepping back from.
I'm not even
Black
counting
this year.
that one. So it's like, we got one. And then we've
Like
got
volume wise or completely.
completely.
We're not going to
this year.
do
We're not
Black
gonna do
Rack
it this year.
2019. We're going to wait. Until
We've
next
got
year.
so much other stuff going on. We probably will be barrel aging some of this Russian Imperial Stout for next year.
Okay.
So we got a lot of stuff going down, and it's like, and so now Sam just reminded me, we got barrel aged Winter Warmer just hitting the market, which is fantastic.
That's a very nice beer.
So we got 11 new beers that we're going to be coming out with this year, and we're in February.
And then
we're not done trying to go. Oh, you know what? We got to put this out too, and this out, and that's not counting any.
And then Dave kind
things
of
up here.
spoke about it like a prophet, but we actually have we partnered with Channing Heron, and so we made a Tripel last year, and so we put it in tequila.
That's coming out,
barrels.
so that's 12.
Yeah. So we have a lot of stuff.
I'm trying to catch up with
Nobi.
B52. They did 100 last year, so
It's only like-
Was that 100 last year? Or
yeah,
overall?
they did 100.
Like,
last
total?
year.
That's-
Last year they put out 100
That's like
different
almost
beers.
8.5 new beers a month.
Yeah.
So.
We're not going to do that, but we're gonna give them a run for their money, I guess. I mean, we've got at least we got 12. That's one a month.
I'm not big on running, but that's I can get behind that kind of running.
There you go. Yeah, me too. I don't
All the
like-
beers? Okay.
I only run from like animals that are chasing me and stuff. So.
You gotta stand your ground with mountain lions, though.
Yeah.
No kid, just lay on them, choke them out.
No,
Make a hoodie.
So Sam, tell me about this pumpkin beer.
That he so
That was a big thumbs down. If I wasn't leaning on this arm, I would have given it 2 thumbs down. I hate pumpkin beers.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make a delicious one for you. Isn't that great?
The passion is there. I can
Yeah.
tell.
The passion is.
Luckily, Sam won't be
burning.
making this beer.
Yeah,
It'll be
I won't be
tailored.
designing it. It'll be. I would not be a good candidate to be designing that beer. So,
Okay.
but we have great brewers who can
Do it.
do
Now,
something
this
better than I would.
This beer is going to be good. It's we did some pretty extensive research on pumpkin beers and came to the general consensus that we didn't like most of them. So we had
It's probably the pumpkin and cinnamon,
probably
because those are kind of nasty.
But we
in
had
beer.
this round table and we were like, how do we make one of these that we like? And then pumpkin beers sort of fell out of favor now, for a while. But now we've got an opportunity to make a pumpkin beer on a smaller scale, and we feel that we can make one that is good, that is good and acceptable. And so it's kind of a challenge to us to make a pumpkin beer that's not nasty. so we're gonna make a pumpkin beer that's not nasty, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Actually, I've been thinking a lot about how we're going to do this, and I'm pretty excited about it, actually.
Yeah, and we're also bringing back an oldie, one of my favorites, Le Mort Brevant.
Yeah.
So that's going to come
Yeah,
back.
that's coming out this year, too.
Cool.
It's good.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit some music and we'll wrap the show, even though the music's low. It's that hit you all love from Texas's own Bowling for Soup. I know you're a big fan of.
My wife
Never
is.
heard of him.
My wife is.
Yeah.
Wife's a big fan. Yeah. They're big in Europe.
Are they?
I like bowling and soup, so I'm good.
Yeah.
They're from Denton, Texas.
They are
Good
from
guys.
Denton. Yeah.
Good guys.
Yeah. And they wrote this ode to beer, which is we play it every day. And I sent out a message to them, and they didn't say anything back. They didn't say no. So
They were like,
The David Hasselhoff of Texas music.
they'll be like, BMI will be contacting you soon.
Maybe you should talk to the president of their fan club.
maybe. I bet I know him.
We
we
know the president of their fan club.
Yeah. Jason Pitts. Hey, man. From Austin. Hey, man. We love you, buddy. Okay, so check out tickets for the anniversary party on the 16th. Available now, right?
Yeah.
Or if you could have won it here, but
And
Mr.
Thomas Mendoza.
Thomas did.
Thomas Mendoza.
He gets to come for free.
We all want to be like Thomas. It would be here. The metal show coming up. What was the date on the metal show?
March 16th. Tomorrow. Oh, wait, Saturday. Sorry.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
This
Saturday.
Saturday.
The 23rd.
The
My days mixed up.
barbecue cook-off in May. If you're a team and want to cook, join
Go
up.
online.
Go online. Sign up now. And then if you just love barbecue, wait for the tickets to drop
The
on that.
anniversary party, March 16th.
March 16th. Stand up regularly.
Yeah.
Music regularly. All the
check
beers.
website. Yes, sir.
Check the website. Stay on social. What else? Oh, thanks to the Grain Cellar, Preston, and just Preston.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the crew, but it's just Preston.
Yeah. Sorry for messing up that.
That's all right. I mean, that's kind of par for the
I'm
course,
a-
right?
Yeah.
We'll be there next week brewing a beer
Yeah.
while we do the show, so that should be fun times to watch. Bobby Harrell from Back Pew will be there as well, so
Cool.
everybody set your reminders. And Southern Star open. Oh, look, it's right there. Thursday and Friday, 4 to 10. Saturday, noon to 10. Tours 2 and 4. Sunday, noon to 6. And all the beers available all around the greater Texas and beyond, right? Y'all are
Yeah.
outside of Texas.
And horns up for next for this coming Saturday, man. Horns up for our metal show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, join us for opening day of baseball coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
March 28th.
March 28th. That's like what, 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah.
5 weeks.
Come to the
Thistle Draft.
This draft shop.
Let's see, what else? Anything else? I'm sure there's other things to promote. I've got 56 seconds on this music to promote stuff.
I would drop if anybody's interested in Houston Daisy Chain events. There's a new Facebook group or I guess page to like. It's called Daisy Chain, a Houston Beer Experiment. So search for that and
John
follow
Denman.
it. Yeah, Denman started it.
Okay.
I don't want to put my own money into promoting it, so I'll use your show to
do that.
to save me a little bit of cash. So I appreciate that. That'll help me buy some eggs and
Formula.
And-
Formula.
yeah.
and formula.
and
Yeah,
diapers.
God.
I just put the link on our.
Excellent. Good job, Kennedy.
The
All right, so
links-
get
the
out that
links
and
Thank
drink
you.
that Daisy Chain. 25 breweries in cider in the Houston area, and to come to Southern Star. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Dave, Sam,
Thanks for
Omar,
having us.
Steve. For Kennedy, I'm Josh. We'll see you next week on This Liquid Lunch.